I would say it's like having another producer in the room that knows exactly what your song needs. This is Co-Producer, the fastest way to find samples.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video.
What? Detected as fucking speakers. Oh, what the fuck? Let me disable the real quick. And let me just, oh god. And this, what the fuck is? Eesh. fucking talk on this. Toolkit. Live, okay. What the fuck am I doing? Display. What the?
Do you want this? Do you need it?
Man, this is so annoying.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many other skilled creators.
Why doesn't it capture this so gay? Alright, I'll make another one. Because it wants to be annoying. Man, that's. I have a better idea. Well, that don't help. Why? There you go. Okay, it's sorted. Finally, that took freaking ages. But at least I now know for next time. Okay. Damn, let's actually start the stream because holy crap, that's fucking long. Right. Can unmute this. That's all good, 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 good. Alright, cool. Fixed. Very nice. Alright, let's watch this. So I wanted to watch a little bit of UDY. And let's do this. It's got positive actually, that's pretty sick.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, I'm not gonna lie here, guys. This was definitely one of
These
those
are always
videos
sick.
that, for lack of a better phrase, I really wanted to do. So, for this video, we were helping our really good friend, Hunter Hadley. Hunter wanted to place his girlfriend's Mackenzie to the Gold Digger test.
As I ask everyone, are you sure you want to go through with this? Are you sure you want to do this?
I need to.
So we've actually known Hunter for quite some time now, and he's honestly a really good dude. But unfortunately, his last relationship ended very badly. And that's actually one of the reasons, if not the major reason, why Hunter himself wanted to place Mackenzie to the test in the first place.
So, Laura cheated on me.
Would you mind sharing, like, why? Why is it that you want to do this?
I had a relationship where, you know, I cared deeply for this woman. She loved me, I thought. She texted me one day, early in the morning, says we're breaking up. A year ago, November 1st, she says we're over.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. So I'm like, what the heck is this? I go to her house, and I can hear talking. So I go to the back window, and I see she's about to kiss this guy. So I go to the front, knock on the door, and as soon as I knock, he just opens up, punches me.
Wait, so you knock, he opens the door, and just punches you?
Punches me. So he punches me, I beat him up, my fist got all bloody, and it was crazy.
He didn't know we were together. So, yeah.
Put him in a chokehold on the floor. I'm holding him, and I say, how could you do this to her? And she says, no, you. Punches me in the head.
She attacks you?
She attacks me. She hit me harder than him. So I let him go, throws another punch. He misses. I punch him. She says, "Come on, mi amor, come on," and takes him inside. And I was heartbroken because I love this woman. So, so now, you know, trying to be vulnerable is hard for me, and I can see a little bit of the same tendencies. So I gotta find out what's
No, you
going
got your
on.
guard up, and that's good, you know. And you said this happened a year ago.
A day before my birthday last year, so November 1st.
A day before your birthday last year.
Yeah, the next day was my birthday.
Damn.
So the scars are still here. And they're
The
little
scars are still
reminders.
here.
They're like trust issue reminders. So trying to get over that.
So as you all can see, what Hunter went through in his last relationship has led him to want to place his current girlfriend to the test, which in my opinion is completely understandable. Like Hunter's already starting to see some.
I'm just gonna say, earlier off the bat, I'm not gonna have too long of a stream, guys, today. Just because I've got to go to bed super early. I've got my driving test tomorrow, and it's 11 a.m. in the morning. It says it's not gonna rain. I don't really trust it because it's been really dodgy saying it's gonna rain with the percentages, and then it goes down and it goes up. So I don't really know. I hope it doesn't, but fingers crossed I can pass. And yeah, I've got a 2-hour lesson before it as well, so hopefully I can get it through. But anyways, you guys watch. I'm just eating.
Some red flags in his current relationship, and he just wants to make sure that it's not going to end like his last relationship ended. So that's why my team and I decided to help Hunter place Mackenzie to the test. So as usual, we recruited the help of another one of our friends to pretend to be rich and then ask Mackenzie on a date. This time that friend was Andre James.
In the studio, got a stack of cash. You know, money makes people do some crazy things now. Hopefully things turn out all right. I don't know where it's gonna go. We'll see.
We chose Andre as our decoy because he shared a common trait with Hunter that we could build our test around. If you check out both of their Instagrams, you'll come to find out that both Andre and Hunter are music artists. Because they're both music artists, we decided that the best place for this test to take place at would be at a music studio, so we proceeded to renting one out. It would be Hunter's job to bring Mackenzie here. He would be doing so by asking and convincing her to come with him to a recording session that he and Andre supposedly planned out.
We drove all the way over here to give you this. We couldn't afford letting this get into the wrong hands, so we had to literally hand deliver it to you.
All right.
It's basically the rundown of the game plan. I know you know everything, but like every little detail of our game plan is here. Everyone is gonna be in there, everyone's role. Like I said, I know you already know what you're doing and everything, but just in case you want a refresher and stuff, it's all right in there. So read that sucker on your own time, go over it, make sure you got everything down, and then when you're done, burn that sucker.
Burn it.
Or dispose of it.
Straight burn it.
Just don't let it get into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mean Mackenzie. So
Yeah, man.
it's confidential, dude. But
sure.
yeah, I mean, of course, if you got any questions, though, just let us know.
It was crucial for Hunter to convince Mackenzie to accompany him to this recording studio because this is where Andre would be making his move and asking her on a date.
You ready for this?
I'm ready, man.
A week from now, man, it's all going down. You still got a chance to change your mind if you want to, but just let us know.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Dope.
Woo!
Now, of course, our plan was not so straightforward. In fact, the studio had a lot of other rooms that allowed us to make our plan as intricate as we wanted it to be, which was a good thing, because in order to make it more realistic, we decided to throw our friend Rachel into the mix. Rachel would be playing the role of the recording studio owner.
So, as I said, that's the live feed right there. So remember, you're gonna make your entrance when Hunter sits on the couch. Okay?
Right.
How are you feeling? Are you
I feel
nervous?
good. I feel good. We worked all the nerves out. So
Okay,
we're good.
cool.
We're good.
Cool,
we're ready,
cool,
we're
cool.
ready
There's
to
no
go.
ant this time. There's no ant.
Yeah, I
out
know.
there.
I know. I'm here. It's just me on my own this time. So we're ready to go though.
You think you got this?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You know your lines. You know what you got to say. You know all
I
that
got
good
the
stuff.
lines down.
Okay.
Feel good about that.
Cool. What did you do to prepare?
Oh man, I just got some rest, man. You know.
Just got some rest.
Didn't want to do too much. You know what I mean? But I'm ready to
You can't
go.
play decoy without a good night's
Hey,
sleep.
you know, you got to know what you're ready to say. You can't fumble the bag, man.
Yes, I think you got this.
Yeah, I think it seems like a very natural transition for me to come in. So
Okay.
Just so long as I don't,
Yes.
cause any awareness, then we're good. We're good.
Yes, exactly. Remember, you are the owner of the studio, okay?
Yes.
You're going in there and you're asking for your money.
Yes.
Okay?
Love it. I can do that.
Okay. Other than that, like I said, all we got to do is we just got to hide that mic, so don't let me forget that, okay?
Okay.
But other than that, dude, just keep on prepping, man. Keep on mentally preparing.
For sure.
So an entire week had passed since first meeting up with Hunter, and our plan to test Mackenzie would be executed within the next hour. We set up our hidden cameras and made sure that everyone knew their roles. All that was left to do was wait for Hunter to arrive with Mackenzie.
Alrighty, guys, so we're moving the car out of the property. However, we're not moving it very far. We are just moving it right over here.
Now, getting Mackenzie to come to the studio was only the first step of our plan. In order for Andre to even make his move, we needed to find a way to get him and Mackenzie by themselves. Well, luckily, we had a way. See, we instructed Hunter to keep Mackenzie under the impression that both he and Andre would be splitting the cost of this recording session 50-50. However, when the time is right, Mackenzie will learn that Andre has paid his portion, but Hunter has yet to pay his. And this is where Rachel will enter the scene. As the recording studio owner, Rachel will walk into the recording room and ask for the money that Hunter still supposedly owes her for the recording session. On cue, Hunter will oblige and hand Rachel his credit card, but Rachel won't take it because she will inform him that she only takes cash on same-day payments. We're having Rachel say this because this is how we plan to isolate Andre and Mackenzie. Because Hunter won't have any cash, he's gonna have to run to the bank to grab some. However, he must also convince Mackenzie to stay behind with Andre while he does. If all goes well and Hunter does a good job, he will exit the studio, join us in the car, and begin to listen in to Andre asking his girlfriend on a date. Okay, if you guys didn't catch all that, don't worry. I promise you guys will watch it all play out. I just quickly summarized it anyways. But now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where this video gets a little bit different than the rest. See, if Mackenzie ends up actually giving Andre her phone number and agrees to go on a date with him, we agreed to give Hunter the opportunity to either confront her right then and there in the studio, or to
What's
wait
up?
and see if
W Dill
Mackenzie actually follows
and Laughman too.
with Andre
Appreciate
and
the support.
confront her then
And
while
for stopping
she's
by.
on her date with Andre. Yeah. This is something that many of you guys have been wanting us to do for a very long time, so we decided to finally do it. But again, it wouldn't be up to us, it would be up to Hunter and whatever he wanted to do.
Alrighty, guys, so the moment of truth is approaching. Everything is pretty much ready to go. The cameras in the studio are recording. Everyone in there already knows their jobs. I'm in here, connected onto a phone call with Andre right here so that I could listen in to everything that's about to happen in there. And yes, all we pretty much just have to do is just wait for Hunter to arrive with Mackenzie, which according to the last text message that he sent me should be happening within the next 20-ish minutes. So yeah, all we pretty much just have to do, like I said, is just wait.
Getting low on battery.
You're getting low on battery?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Where are you at?
27%.
27%.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting low on battery over here too.
Same?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should cut.
Okay.
And roll again as they get closer.
Let's do that. Let's cut and then let's just be ready to hit record when they get close.
In an effort to conserve the battery life of our primary cameras, we decided to shut them off until Hunter and Mackenzie arrive. Luckily though, our secondary cameras aren't sharing the same fate and those continue to roll. It is now only a matter of time before this test officially begins.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about
W ads.
Meet Base 44.
You know what that runs?
AI creation
I'm gonna go quickly
made for
on my
anyone
plate
with an
away.
idea and a drive
Be
to
back.
bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
Auto are lighting up Black Friday. Get the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL and save up to £800 from under £37 a month. Plus, find unforgettable shared experiences on priority. O2, essential for living.
So we shut off our cameras in order to conserve their battery life, right? Well, unfortunately, we were not fast enough to flip them back on in order to record Hunter and Mackenzie pulling into the studio.
Ooh, I think that was Hunter. Was that him? I think that was Hunter and Mackenzie's car that just pulled into the studio parking lot, but we unfortunately missed them. Did you manage to get them, Anthony? I know I didn't.
No, I didn't.
You did not get them?
No, you told me to cut.
You're the one who suggested we should cut.
I know, but...
So we weren't quick enough to capture Hunter and Mackenzie pulling in, but luckily, the camera that we set up in the parking lot did capture them walking into the studio. Nonetheless, though, the important thing is that Hunter and Mackenzie had arrived, which meant that this test was officially about to begin. Hunter walks Mackenzie inside and begins making his way upstairs to Andre. Being that this is a recording studio that Hunter has actually previously recorded at, he is very familiar with the layout.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chilling.
Took you a minute.
Yeah, the traffic's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so they just walked into the recording room.
What's up, Andre?
Hi,
Nice to meet you too.
I don't exactly have the best quality audio, but I mean, hey, at least it's something.
Hunter has fulfilled his job in bringing Mackenzie to the music studio, and she and Dre have met for the very first time. The boys now play it cool. They pretend to catch up as they wait for the quote-unquote audio engineer to arrive. For those of you guys who don't know, during a recording session, the audio engineer is the person responsible for operating the technical equipment used to record the track. So while Andre and Hunter would be the ones rapping or singing, the audio engineer would be the one balancing and adjusting their song.
Yeah, the engineer, he's running a couple minutes late, but...
I have not got any ad block. I don't know, man. I never got one. So I just run with ads, it's chill. 2 seconds though. Alright, sorry for the janky start to the stream. I really did rush into going live, I'm not gonna lie. So it definitely shows there. Need to make sure of everything next time. Anyways, let's get going with this. I must have missed a little bit here.
Officially about to
Not
begin.
exactly
Hunter
sure how
walks
much.
Mackenzie inside and begins making his way upstairs to Andre. Being that this is a recording studio that Hunter has actually previously recorded at, he is very familiar with the layout.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chilling.
Took you a minute.
Yeah, the traffic's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, the test is about to happen, like. I don't know exactly what to judge here in terms of if I think she's gonna cheat or not.
Nice to meet you too.
I don't exactly have the best quality audio, but I mean, hey, at least it's something.
Hunter has fulfilled his
I'm gonna
job
make my prediction a little bit later on. I don't know if that's cheating or not
bringing
though.
Mackenzie to the music studio, and she and Dre have met for the very first time. The boys now play it cool. They pretend to catch up as they wait for the quote-unquote audio engineer to arrive. For those of you guys who don't know, during a recording session, the audio engineer is the person responsible for operating the technical equipment used to record the track. So while Andre and Hunter would be the ones rapping or singing, the audio engineer would be the one.
Hey man, I think she's gonna cheat. She's getting too comfortable crossing her legs on that.
Yeah, the engineer, he's running a couple minutes late, but he should be here.
Cool, dude. It's gonna be dope for sure. What was his name again?
Blake. Blake is his name.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. He's just maybe running a couple minutes late, but he should be here soon.
Now, as I'm sure many of you might have guessed, there is no audio engineer coming. It's all just part of our elaborate plan, and you'll see how it all ties in nicely later. Right now, though, it's time for
You think this
Rachel to
stuff's
enter the
staged?
scene. Remember,
The thing is,
Hunter's
I've watched a bunch of these videos, but I don't think it's staged just because there's so many different reactions and different things that happen in them. It's so elaborate as well with how many just moving parts that are involved, but
supposedly still owes his half for the recording session.
hopefully I can
Rachel is
change
headed
your
to
opinion on
collect
it,
her
but
money.
we'll see.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm just here to collect the remaining balance.
So you got it, bro?
Yes, sir. Cool. Awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually don't take card on the same day. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I mean, we normally do take card. It's just you'd have to pay online 2 days prior to your booking date if you wanted to pay with card. Sorry about that.
So what's the deal right now?
We don't take card on same day payments.
I mean, I can spot you, bro. Just just pay me back. We're all good.
Nah, it's cool. I have it. I just gotta get the cash out, you know?
No. We don't need it. You said it was $250, right?
Yeah, $250 for the remaining balance.
I got all.
I mean, they're meant to be like acting for this part, and then they have like decoys and stuff. So this guy's like with UDY like meant to be acting and stuff, right? Like as a decoy, they're putting up like everyone's on it, in on it, except from the girl sitting on the couch there.
Don't worry about it, bro. I got it.
No, it's cool. So you can just pay me back. I got it right here.
Oh, dang, it's so good. Andre's
So you see, like they have a whole crew, in on it. And it's just the one girl who's out of it, and then obviously because she doesn't know, she might do something like cheat, but it's actually all on camera.
It would be easier, but I have this weird thing with like I don't like owing people money, you know. So it's like
No worries.
I was gonna say you could come with me, but you know you're already here chilling. Nah, cause I'll make it.
She does not want to be left alone, man.
Well, I'll be back.
He just dipped, dude. Look at him. Bro walked out. Oh, bro. She's locked in the dungeon now.
In a quick and rather abrupt fashion, leaving Mackenzie and Andre by themselves.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded pretty realistic, but at the same time, it sounded a little sus. I just think it happened a little bit too quickly.
Damn, he's just gonna ditch you like that?
Yeah, he just ran.
That's crazy, man.
There was no doubt in my mind that Mackenzie was confused and perhaps a little uncomfortable, but all that mattered was that she didn't catch on to the fact that she was being tested.
Regardless, like I said, the job is done. Hunter should be making his way outside and joining us pretty soon here. And there he is now. I'm going to step outside and mic him up.
Everyone act though.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm like maybe like 15 minutes away from here.
I don't know. I've never heard it about this one, but it's still entertaining to watch, you know.
Yeah, it's
I like to pretend it's real. It's like even if it is fake, like I pretend it's real, so I get the enjoyment out of it anyways. Maybe 10 years down the line, I find out it's fake, but it's like I still lived in the enjoyment. You get what I mean?
Andre begins normalizing an awkward situation and breaking the ice with Mackenzie. The small talk that he makes with her allows Hunter and myself to get situated, comfortable, and ready to listen in.
You need that to listen in.
Thank you, sir.
You good? Can you hear?
Yes.
Has Hunter showed you any music we've been working on?
No.
Really?
Yeah, this will be my first time.
Man, I always tell him to at least try and play something for somebody, but this is your first. Wow, you've been missing out.
I guess so.
Are you gonna be like doing anything? Are you singing or anything?
Oh, absolutely not. I can't like sing a note to save my life.
Yo, that's so funny because I'm looking at you like she's gotta be a singer, but
She gonna be unfaithful.
Like you're about to come in here and just lay a hook for us.
Probably. I mean, you know what? Most of the videos they do, a lot of them are with them unfaithful.
Okay.
But some of them do pass.
There's a little hinge of
It's okay.
I mean, to be honest, actually, It can't even be fake because Kai is, you know, Kai Cenat, he's actually done some of these with UDY live on Twitch. So,
Yeah, I like to record in like
as
my
well.
house, but
He's done like at least 6 with Kai.
that's his vibe. He likes to
Like on live stream and stuff.
videos and like, you know, to
And they have to basically like take away the person's phone so that the live stream don't tell them that they're on a UDY like test.
the nice aesthetics and all that. So, you know, I rock with it. And
Because if someone's watching Kai's stream, they might tell the person.
Why?
it's just, you know, it's elaborate. We're really going the distance with this.
And so Andre continues making his small talk with Mackenzie, all with the intention of getting comfortable enough with her to eventually ask her on that date.
So far, it's all been okay for the most part.
It's been small talk. That's it.
This guy has doubt in him. I know it. I know he's doubting it a little bit.
Mackenzie before their friendly conversation transitions into a topic that Andre takes advantage of and utilizes.
See, look, she's comfortable, man.
It's like this whole lockdown thing. It's like.
I don't think your girlfriend should be comfortable in that situation, but with another man in the room, come on, man. That's bad.
How's COVID been treating you?
You know, it's terrible.
Yeah.
If she's asking questions as well, man, this is no good signs. Nah.
Yeah.
That was my girl, bro. Nothing, bro. Just it's gotta be fucking arms crossed, grumpy face, bro. That's the way.
I mean, like a sit-down restaurant, like Benihana or something like that.
Like a sit down. No. Not since lockdown, and I'm not even sure if I've been one since before that.
I'm not gonna explain that to you.
We're both on the unfaithful side right now, man. It's not even. I do not think so. She's not passing this.
Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Listen in.
What do you mean? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess if it was open.
Okay, like, what are you doing this weekend?
This weekend. I don't know why.
Well, I kind of had to plug on a restaurant, like my boy.
You can already see where this guy's going with this. Why are you not shutting it down, bro? What the fuck?
A bar type place, and I was gonna go this weekend and get something. I was wondering if maybe you want to go with me, get something to eat, something to drink.
The shit that is playing out there. Your answer should be straight away.
Andre has made his move. He has invited
Come on.
Mackenzie to share a meal with him at a restaurant where he supposedly has the plug.
Okay, you've got the plug. You got to hook up to a restaurant. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I got the plug. Like, I know the owner. The owner is my homie. Like, you know, he's doing well for himself in the restaurant business. So, you know, he'll let me bring some people through. If I call him, like, you know, hey, I got somebody I wanna bring with me. Could you set me up a table, something like
This
that?
shit ain't small talk anymore, bro. Nah.
any guess? Sure.
Oh.
Honestly, just push your number.
GG's.
So as you
He's
all
shaking
just
his
saw
head,
her,
man, down.
Mackenzie has agreed to share a meal with Andre and proceeds to giving him her phone number.
Phone
to
number
schedule
too?
out. You could argue that Mackenzie has already failed this test. However,
Yeah,
you
she
could
failed,
also
man.
argue that she hasn't failed yet because she hasn't actually followed through with anything.
They always like to do a step 2 to like absolutely catch them in the act.
In my opinion, both arguments are correct.
Because she could just say, oh, well, yeah, I just give him my number to get him off my back, or like, I wasn't actually going to go on a date with him, and they could like lie their way out of it with that. So they do a step 2 so that they actually catch them going to maybe that person's house, or actually meeting up, like the follow-up. So you can't even lie away. I wasn't going to meet him because you're actually right there. So
The matter is completely subjective. So in other words, it all comes down to however Hunter sees his situation.
I don't even know what to say.
And the thing is, in some of these situations, they have to ask, like, you know, the person, you know, whose girlfriend or whatever it is, like, do you actually want to take it to a stage 2? Sometimes it's, like, a bit, like, yikes, like, that was a little bit yikes, but she passed, technically. Do you want to take it to a step 2? Do you want to see if she actually, you know, like... And then some of them say no, some of them say yes.
Go to this restaurant with them. She put her number in his phone.
I mean, that's she shouldn't have given her number out, you know?
I mean, they
No,
are
man.
like, I don't know. I'm just trying to give her like the benefit of the doubt, like I guess, you know, like maybe she just did it just to be nice. Maybe she is down to go with them, but maybe just as friends.
I would like to think that. I wouldn't be comfortable with her thinking that it would be okay to hang out with them as friends. But
Well, maybe she thinks that you're gonna go with them too.
yeah, maybe.
You get me? Like so.
This is, like, all benefit of the doubt type.
That's good. Yeah,
Maybe she's just hungry.
Maybe.
No, I wouldn't give it that one. I wouldn't give her that one.
You know, maybe it was just awkward. And, you know.
Yeah. We're supposed to have the engineer come in pretty soon, but I don't know where he's at. So hopefully he gets here in a second.
If you get stuck on the melody, or if you just feel like you can't get
Maybe I should invest
started,
in the
Output's
ad
co-producer
blocker, man.
is very dope. They make it much easier for us to either.
So you could do one of two things. You could go walk in there and you could be like, hey, why'd you give him your number?
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to, you could wait and see if she actually ends up going to that restaurant with Andre by herself.
Put me in a hard position here. Nah, because I want to go in there right now and just call her out.
He's gonna go to stage 2, isn't he?
Give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's not as bad as I think or feel it is. So I'm down to wait and see what happens.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because do you understand exactly what that would entail, right? That would mean that Andre has to spend these next couple of days basically talking to her, texting her, calling her and stuff. He's got to tell her, hey, we're not going out.
Yeah, they also do it to this extent, you know. So they're also texting and all that stuff as well.
Are you comfortable with that?
I'm not really comfortable with it.
I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to do it, dude, it's completely understandable and stuff. Like,
Nah, because I don't want to be looking over my shoulder every time we go out or something. I'd rather okay, are you loyal or are you not?
Right.
You know?
I feel you.
So,
Fair enough.
I just
Fair
don't
enough.
want to make you jealous or put you in a position that you don't want to be in. You get me? Like, I want to make it clear that you fully understand exactly what is happening. I want you to understand also that,
I mean, he's got to pick your poison there. He either can feel worried about his girl, or he has to sit through this. You know, it's like
hitting her up and stuff is not going to be because he wants.
he's got to watch this,
You know, he's trying
or
to
he's got to look over his shoulder every 2
You
seconds.
know, my loyalty is with her, and hers is supposed to be with mine.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I'm cool to test
Opera
it out.
GX built-in ad blocker.
You won't
I'll see about getting it then.
I can't promise that.
I've heard of it. There's a bunch of sponsored and stuff.
I can have him screenshot the messages or whatever and send them to you. You got me if you really want to.
I'm using Chrome.
My anger will be towards her.
Okay.
You know, and I won't hit a woman. So
Okay.
We'll be okay.
Yo.
So let me give you prop money because remember we got to make it seem like we actually got to make it seem like you actually went to the bank and give the prop money to Rachel. Yeah, you could go ahead and step out. You could also take off your mic and just give it to Jacob right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, Hunter has decided to not confront Mackenzie. At least not yet.
Yeah, so it's stage 2.
Instead, Hunter has
That's why there's a
chosen
part
wait
2
and
to
see
this
if
video.
Mackenzie actually follows through with her date with Andre.
Hunter seems like he's kind of taking a little while too.
He's always been kind of slow.
Listen, that's kind of why I just wanted to pay myself. It was like, but I feel it. I'm the same way. I don't really like owing people money or anything like that either.
I get it. It's a lot of cash. It's not like it's like $20 or something.
Yeah.
No. How did you meet your restaurant buddy?
Actually, so when I was in high school, I used to just run around a lot.
Okay, so Hunter has decided to go through with this thing until the very end. He's decided to see if Mackenzie would actually go through with the dates with Andre or if she's just being friendly or courteous and stuff. So we've given him prop money. We've sent him back inside. He should be walking back into the recording room, paying Rachel her quote-unquote money and pretending like none of this ever happened.
Yeah, I thought I heard you come back. Are you all good?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Sorry about the wait.
Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good session.
Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because Hunter has decided to see if Mackenzie would actually follow through with the date, it's time to execute our contingency plan and end this thing for the day. Andre clicked on me in order to get Mackenzie's number, but in a couple of minutes, I will be giving him a call back. I will pretend to be Blake, the supposed audio engineer that is
The
running
dude
late,
in the
and I
glass
will let
smiling
Andre
too
know
much,
that
bro. He's
I
getting too much enjoyment. That my dude suffering. He's always like that. I'm not lying. I don't know. He's always been like, he's always smiling and laughing like in these situations, but he's like trying to be super understanding and stuff.
I was legit like 20 minutes away, and then my mom hits me up, dude, and she's like, I have an emergency, like I need your help.
Dude, Hunter's here right now. Everybody's here, man. We just paid. We just literally gave the lady.
As stated, the goal is to just end this thing for the day. But of course, we need to do so realistically so that Mackenzie continues to remain oblivious to what is really going on.
I mean, unless you're down waiting 2 hours till I get there, but if not, like, I'll record for free for you guys next week.
Nah, bro. Nah, we don't have have 2 hours to wait, man. We don't have 2 hours to wait.
I'm gonna make it up to you guys, bro. I promise.
Yeah,
alright?
I need you to make it up.
This fake ass phone call, bro.
Come on, man. You don't normally do this.
This phone call will give the boys the perfect out. They will supposedly reschedule the recording session, and Hunter and Mackenzie will effectively exit the scene.
I felt so bad. Jesus Christ. But I was trying to talk fast because I know you guys' cameras are dying. Where do you guys at? Woo! 7%. Where do you at, Leslie? 3%. Woo! We made it, guys.
Right. What was his reason? He just said he just had an emergency.
Alrighty, we're done for the day. Let's go ahead and cut and let's start packing up because I'm pretty sure Hunter and Mackenzie are going to be driving out right now, so we got to be hiding by the time they're coming out. So
He doesn't normally do it, so man, hopefully we can just get something set in stone. Maybe
You can never work with that guy again. You should just. You should never.
I'm calling it. She's gonna show up to that date, bro. I'm sorry. She's gonna show up. 100%.
Okay, so we had to keep this test going for a whole nother week. Initially, I thought it was gonna be easy. I thought that Andre would have just texted Mackenzie once a day, confirmed their date, and then boom, the date would happen. But no, I soon found out how much more time consuming this was all going.
Bro, I swear these PCs, man, they're such a fucking scam. These things are so expensive and they're so dog shit, man.
To be. See, first and foremost, there was keeping in touch with Mackenzie. It turned out that texting Mackenzie would be a big investment. I don't know if she just had a lockdown boredom or if she's just a big texter, but Mackenzie texted Andre a lot.
Oof.
Now, secondly,
Oof.
there was keeping Hunter updated. Like any other person
Constant
would,
communication with another guy, man.
checking for an
Oof.
update here and there.
It's getting rough
They didn't really
now.
have an update to give him most of the time, but here and there, something quote-unquote interesting would happen. And thirdly, there was planning out Andre and Mackenzie's potential date. If you guys remember, Andre told Mackenzie that his friend was the one that owned the
What do you mean
restaurant
show
where they
up
would
to
be
his
eating at,
date, bro?
which
What are
meant
you
that
on
we had to
about?
recruit the help of our friend Muba to play this role. Furthermore, finding a restaurant
What do you mean
to
show
end
up
this
to a
test
date
out
with a guy?
was
Is that what
little
you're
bit difficult
saying?
Because number one, we had
Oh.
to once again work around everyone's schedule, but number two, we also had to work around the lockdown restrictions in our
Yes.
city.
The video was done around
We were
COVID time,
gonna
huh?
switch up the entire plan for this video, but luckily, we ended up finding a restaurant and moved forward with that one. So our request to book this beautiful restaurant right over here was approved, which means that we now have this restaurant booked on Sunday. So Andre scheduled out his potential quote-unquote date with Mackenzie this Sunday at 5 p.m. So we're obviously gonna get to this restaurant a lot sooner than 5 p.m., but pretty much 5 p.m. is when it's all hopefully not going down, but going down if Mackenzie decides to show up to this restaurant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the million-dollar question. What about
I'm not gay, bro. What the fuck?
date with Andre?
Nah.
Eventually, Sunday came around, and we were all about to find out. Alrighty, Dre, you have pulled up the messages with Mackenzie, right? Alrighty, thank you, sir. I'm not gonna read them. I don't want to read them. I refuse to read them, even though I'm nosy.
Oof.
Alrighty. Those are the messages Dre's been texting Mackenzie. Right there.
Oof.
Just go ahead and read them. You don't have to read them out loud or anything. Alrighty, so right now we have Hunter reading the messages that Dre right over here has been texting Mackenzie. Mackenzie should be here within the next hour.
So she's actually coming, yeah.
There's still hope. Yeah, there's still hope.
I mean, I think she's texted him that she's coming, so.
She could get into a car accident. And
What?
God forbid,
Yo,
God
what?
forbid she show up.
Yo, why is he talking about a car accident? Yo, you're right, bro. This guy's a bit too smiley about this type of stuff, man. Like, no one is got a smile like this guy on right now.
Yeah, so it's just a bar. However, you're going to pretend, because he's been telling her that it's also a restaurant, okay? So we're going to pretend that
He's way too excited.
Upstairs there is no kitchen, but you're going to say that there is a kitchen, okay? So we just need her
Why is he smiling like that?
5-10 minutes at the very most, and then Hunter will come back downstairs, okay? So the location where Andre and Mackenzie would be having their potential
This is
date
vaping
ended
inside,
up being
fair
more
enough,
of a
man.
bar than a restaurant. Either way, though, we were going to make it work. We selected out a table where we wanted Muba, the quote-unquote restaurant owner, to seat Andre and Mackenzie. We then proceeded to aim cameras at this table. So we're going to be setting up the hitting.
They normally hide it a lot better than that, bro. Holy
Right
crap,
now,
it's
we're
right
just
in the
placing
open.
down the cameras. We're going to making sure we got the right angles, and then we're going to worry about hiding them later. We're probably going to hide them with like a shirt, a sweater,
Oh,
a
okay, there you
backpack,
go.
maybe some cups in front of it or something like that to like obscure the lens and everything. And yes, contrary to what you guys might think, there's actually quite a bit of distance between the bar and the booth that they're going to be seated in. If she's sitting here and she's looking at the bar,
I mean, I can see the cameras now because they're not hidden, but they're going to be hidden, so she won't be able to see them when they are hidden.
This bar was also a 2-story bar, which was perfect because Hunter could be hiding upstairs. From there, we could
see the car.
to see if Mackenzie actually.
You're not ever gonna make it to the restaurant at this rate, bro.
Visual and audio feed in order for him to do so.
How are you doing there, sir?
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can't even believe it. Like, she's really doing it.
Damn.
I mean, like I said, there's still hope that she doesn't show up, even though right
There's
now,
no hope, man. It's GG's.
Hope not. I mean, this is already enough to make something happen. So, I don't know. This is the last straw.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully.
There's no last straw, bro. Like, even if she didn't come, like, this is questionable enough, like, to have a massive conversation, man.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that's like,
The
fuck.
plan for this day was actually very simple. If Mackenzie does decide to show up, Andre would meet her outside of the bar. Muba would then open the door, let them inside, and walk them over to their table. And upon this happening, Hunter would be free to come downstairs whenever he feels ready to have a conversation with Mackenzie.
I appreciate you helping, and I fucking.
It's got a notification. I don't know what that was, though. Hold up. Detvin6864 644. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you coming around. Share your stream in the Kick community. Help you have followers and viewers, and also earn from stream. Let's chat up on Discord. You'd shake ass on the first date. Don't lie. You alright, bro. Like, I would shake ass, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I always get these weird requests from Kick. It's always Kick. I don't know. There's always this like weird like spam and bunch of just weird like accounts just talking about growing streams and things like that. If you're real, I don't, you know, no offense if you're real, but like, I keep getting this from Kick. I don't know, Kick maybe just like unmonitored or something, bro, like unfiltered. It's just a lot from Kick, man. Like,
Actually go through with it. But we'll see.
I kind of felt like I'm like, I don't want to be talking to her like this. You know? I was hoping at some point in time I'd get like, you know what? I have a boyfriend, right? Like,
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Like, maybe this could have been fixed if she would have said something like that, but she hasn't. So yeah. But hopefully she doesn't show up. You know.
Yeah. What happens if she doesn't show up though? What are you gonna do? Like, are you
exactly, yeah.
Like, how you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it up to her for sure. You know, because this is already a lot. Her texting somebody else is already a lot.
This is bad.
Let me ask you a question, because I know the cameras kind of change the dynamic of like how you feel and what you say. If the cameras weren't here, how do you think you'd be like? You'd be feeling.
I mean, I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm just mad. And I look forward to her coming here and, you know, being able to say.
This guy looks like he's about to catch a case, bro. This guy looks like he's about to beat her up.
Cool. Well, let me show you where you're gonna be hiding and listening in. Then cool. You're gonna be upstairs. So come on over here.
Holy
With
shit.
5 o'clock right around the corner,
Bro's
it was
vexed.
now time to show Hunter where he would be hiding, watching, and listening in to everything upstairs. Now he's not listening in or looking out for anything.
She is in my
He's
car.
just gonna watch his girlfriend and go on a date with
Dude, this guy's gonna start fucking smiling, bro. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, that's if she shows up.
Alrighty, so I guess.
Bro's gonna smile like he had nothing to do about it.
For her to come.
Oh, it's Nikolai. What's up, man?
Just get on this phone until then. Hope to God she don't show up.
What if you text
What's
her?
up, man? What are you up to?
I should, huh?
I don't know.
I mean, this time, probably just got home from work, isn't it?
Earlier, and she had told me she had plans later, so we'll see.
So with 45 minutes left until 5 p.m. and Hunter now safely hiding upstairs, we took some time to add some finishing
Alright,
touches
moment
to
of
our
truth.
setup.
It's about to
We got
happen.
cameras
It's
a
about to
little bit
happen.
better. We set up our audio feed, and we even set up some extra camera angles because why not? A few extra angles couldn't hurt. The more, the merrier. With 30 minutes left until 5 o'clock, we ran through our game plan one last and final time with Andre and Muba so that they knew exactly what they were doing. Again, our game plan was short, sweet, and simple. We didn't even have to be that careful. At this point, it didn't matter if Mackenzie got suspicious, saw Andre's mic, or even saw one of the cameras. Mackenzie had already made the choice to come here, and if she ended up walking through that door, she was quite literally already caught.
Yeah, to be
So with
honest,
all of our
it's rough.
cameras now rolling and 15
Got
minutes
home at
left until
7
5
p.m.
everyone began
1
getting into
hour,
their positions.
1.5 hours
Andre
past
headed
my
outside
bedtime.
to eventually meet up with Mackenzie,
Damn, man, you
who
got
was
a busy ass
sitting
life,
downstairs
man.
waiting to let
Every
Andre
single
Mackenzie
time.
inside. And
Coming from work, like 7 days a week, 12 hour shifts, crazy, man.
How are you, sir?
I could never, man. So respect for that.
You could go ahead and put the headphones in. They should be walking in anytime right now. Alrighty, guys. So it looks like Mackenzie is gonna be showing up after all. Dre is currently outside waiting for her to
Appreciate
show
bro
up.
watching the
Dre's
stream,
inside getting ready, and Hunter
especially
is
when
ready.
you got another damn 12 hour tomorrow probably.
Upset.
Every emotion, bro.
Damn.
Every bad emotion.
Every bad emotion.
So as I said, she pretty much just has to show up. They're gonna sit her down in that booth right there, and then whenever you're ready, you could go down there and confront her. Take your time though; it doesn't have to be fast. Andre's gonna hold you there for at least 5 to 10 minutes and stuff.
What was we watching? So we're watching basically. Oh yeah, fuck! I didn't even explain. Holy shit, bad host, huh? So basically we're watching UDY. I don't know if you know who it is, but basically he does a bunch of he does a bunch of videos where he's just like doing like gold digger tests and testing other people's partners, whether they're cheating or not, or if they would cheat or not if given the opportunity. And he sets up these giant elaborate like tests to see if they would cheat or not, if they wouldn't, if they would stay faithful to their partner. Somebody better throw hands. Yeah, man, this guy. So basically we're on the stage 2 of the test where basically they set up the giant test where it was some sort of studio they were going to, because the boyfriend was into some studio work, whatever the hell, pretended to have some studio event, and then obviously isolated the girl and the guy, and then the girl actually ended up giving her number to this guy when her boyfriend was away, and just so they could fully like solidify like that she was cheating, and it wasn't just, oh, he was hitting on me, I was trying to get rid of him, I was trying to just get him off of my chest, I gave him my number, but it's no big deal, I wasn't actually going to text him. So they actually ended up running the test further where she was actually texting him a bunch and set up this giant date here, and now if she actually walks through those doors, he can't sit there and say, oh, I wasn't actually going to go, because she's literally caught in the act, you know. Crime videos, I did crime videos my whole last stream, but the thing is, there was so many people coming in that we ended up just basically reacting to not too much crime, but I was reacting to a lot of people's like actual content. Like somebody came in with YouTube videos, this guy asked me to react to his artwork, and it was actually really sick. There's so many new people that were actually I was talking to a bunch of people. I met someone who was into a lot of heavy rock and metal. Obviously not my cup of tea. I think Luff would know that. This is literally the only genre of music I don't listen to. I listen to freaking every single thing, like everything else but heavy metal. Like that is GG's for me. But I listened to quite a bit of it, and then I ended up getting copyrighted on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like when you share that stuff or show that stuff on a stream and stuff. It wasn't copyright like a strike, it was a warning, so I'm just not gonna do that again in terms of like official music videos and stuff, but it's a learning curve. But no, it was actually really sick. The other stream was awesome. There was so many new people who came in, it was awesome. Nah, but yeah, that's what we're watching now. Is if she comes through this door, like, she is game over, man.
Truth was now upon us. Any moment now, we expected to hear Andre and Mackenzie walking through.
It was so many people that I ended up just not even being able to react to the crime. It was like I watched one video and maybe a little bit of another one, and then the rest of it was a 4.5 hour stream. The rest of it was just everything else. It was crazy.
And after a couple of minutes, that moment finally came.
Is that a knock? I think that was a knock at the door, guys. I think they were here. Unless that's Dre. Could it just be Dre? We can't see anything right now, but we'll see.
If that's her.
There he is. There he is.
How you doing, man?
How you doing? I'm good, man. How are you?
Good to see you, brother.
Good,
Who is
good.
this beautiful young
This
Oh no, man. Oh.
Welcome to the restaurant.
I appreciate you having us, bro.
Yeah, exclusive just for you guys.
That is rough, man.
Go ahead and
Welcome to the gym, brother. Oh man.
I can't believe it.
So we knew that Mackenzie had decided to come here. and
This
that
guy's
she was on
definitely
her
going
way.
gym, bro.
But what we didn't know was if she was actually going to show up. Well, the wait
Sick.
is over now. Mackenzie is actually on a date
Ain't no way,
with
bro.
another guy.
Yeah, got the candle, got the water bottles, no glass, nothing, COVID free. We're all good to go. You know, I'm a hopeless romantic. I wanted to make sure you have that nice little vibe going on.
You did it right. You did it right. So she showed up. She showed up.
She even did a half of this,
Andre made it
bro.
clear
This
that
is
a
fucked.
date, and she's here, you know? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. She just acting like everything's cool. Like, she's not cheating right now.
So, I know you said you wanted burgers, but man, like, you get burgers anywhere. We got everything. We got seafood, we got sandwiches.
It is cooked, man.
we
It's...
still have breakfast, whatever you guys want.
Dude, you watch enough of these and you start to lose faith in the fucking dating world, man. Cause like it's like fucking everyone was failing, man.
Muba continued to play along as Hunter continues to listen in. Remember, he's not listening in for anything specific. He just needs to decide when he wants to head downstairs.
All right, so let me know if you guys need anything, okay?
Will do. All right, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Yep. Cool. Cool.
After quote-unquote taking their orders, Muba heads upstairs to supposedly get the chef started on their food. But as you all know, there isn't even a kitchen.
This guy's about to explode, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you see, it's a little boat theme going on here.
I mean, hey man, you wanted to see if she would follow through with it. She followed through with it.
There is no way he just hit him with the hay, man.
Texting him for like the past week.
He is trolling, bro.
date, you know?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You asked for this, bro. Come on.
You want to go down there? Just let us know.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Bro's ready.
You sure?
Bro's ready to get blood on his hands again, man.
There is no going back, sir. Cameras, we good? Everything good?
And so with that, Hunter has finally decided to head downstairs to confront Mackenzie. Before we proceed any further, I just want to thank you all for being here with me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like on it and subscribing to the channel. If you guys like podcasts, please consider checking out our podcast channel after this. And if you guys like Instagram, please consider following me on Instagram. Now with those shameless plugs out of the way, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this
SpongeBob
video.
emote going
I
crazy.
really hope that it was worth the wait. And I really, really hope that you guys got your talkies. Because you guys already know. This shit's gonna be good.
Go ahead, cameras. Go ahead, cameras. Go ahead, cameras.
So this is what you were doing when you said you were busy tonight. This is what you're doing?
Oh,
This is
no.
what you're doing right now.
Oh.
What's going on? What is that?
So what
She
happened
is
to the girls
fucked.
night? What happened to all that? Look at you here. What you doing?
Okay,
Say hi. Go ahead. Say hi.
what's with the cameras? What's going on?
You just got exposed.
Red-handed,
so
man.
Everybody knows you're a fucking cheater now. Say hi. Say hi. Wave.
Can you not do whatever this is? Because this is not okay.
So you're embarrassed now, but you were being completely free, or in other words, a fucking hoe. But
Fuck.
now you're embarrassed.
This guy's going in, bro. He's going in.
Something private between us that shouldn't be on
Private?
camera for whatever purpose this is for.
What was supposed to be private is me and you. You're supposed to be my fucking
Dude's
girlfriend.
clapping
And
back,
you're
bro.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
You're hanging out, yeah. Why'd you lie to me?
You realize I have to fucking lie to you because you get crazy.
No, she's twisting it, bro. She's twisting it.
Being crazy.
Say hi.
Yeah, don't worry about it though. Your face
Dude, that's diabolical.
big old slut sign.
Oh, he's going in. He's going in. Yo, he's going.
I guess so, dude. We know what this is.
So Mackenzie, you understand exactly like what's going on and everything. So my name is Sergio, by the way. But this entire thing was actually all a
Bro's
test. Like,
not
the
holding
reality
back.
is that we were all working together.
Bro,
with
the
Hunter to help
slut
him
side
find out
is
if he would
crazy.
Or wouldn't agree to go on a date with Andre. And so that's why a week ago, Hunter invited you over to the studio.
Said
Andre
put a
got your
big old
number.
slut
Andre has
side
been
on the
texting you throughout
face.
This entire week. Andre asked you on this date and stuff, and that was all to see if you would actually end up going out on this date with Andre. And you know, you've pretty much proven to Hunter that, like, yeah, that
Hanging out with people, gotcha.
well, that more like you're down to like cheat on him, because like I mean you're in a relationship with Hunter, but you're here on a date with Andre though, is the thing.
Does this really qualify as a date? Like hanging out with someone and talking, eating?
Are you gonna tell me it's not a date when you're literally on a fucking date right now?
Dude
He
is
clearly
not.
texted you and said that this was a date.
He's going in.
Okay, what do you want me to say again? Congrats? You caught us doing nothing.
I'm
mean, you could take some responsibility. Like,
Dude, it's actually crazy how they just don't take any accountability here, man. Like, what? Like, every person in this situation that I've seen, they never ever own up and just sit there and say, yeah, I made a mistake. You know, I did something wrong. It's just like, always just like, but you had to set up all these cameras and you had to do this and you went through all these effort. Look, this is why I had to lie to you. Like, bro, it's crazy.
Having a conversation with somebody. You caught me doing nothing, and now you want.
No way, the IRL nut emoji coming through to give her the breakdown.
Yeah, nothing fucking happened because I was upstairs the entire time. But I came down here and look what I see.
Nothing. You see nothing happening.
Like I said, nothing happened because I was here. But if I wasn't here, who knows what y'all would have done?
What do you fucking think? We're at a restaurant.
There's worse ones where they catch them like actually like, you know, like kissing or cuddling and shit, bro. It's just like diabolical, bro. They've even had some where some of the decoys actually betray the whole crew and they actually start making out with the other person's girlfriend. It's crazy.
So stupid. Like, are you dumb?
Like uncalled for, no consent. Like they just start making out with the person, or they'll, you know, one part of the thing is like, they'll actually try and hop in the shower with the girl or something, and obviously she may like it, whatever the fuck, but not part of the fucking, you know, decoys
But I'm done, and I don't
thing.
want to be filmed like I said, so let me pass.
You think I wanted you to go on a date with another guy? You really think I wanted this to happen?
I don't care. Let me out.
You don't feel like Hunter Mackenzie deserves like 2 minutes of your time?
No, dude, for the millionth time, I have said that I don't want to be fucking recorded, and yet you're still doing it, so please let me pass. This isn't cool.
You want to leave because you got caught, huh? Because you fucked up.
No, I want to leave because this is stupid.
This is stupid? The only thing I think is stupid is you're on a date with another fucking guy.
No, what's stupid is how far you're willing to go just to get famous. You fucking set this up. Now you're putting me on blast so that, what, you can look cool in front of all your little fans on Instagram?
I didn't make you text Dre. I didn't make you give him your number. And I didn't make you fucking come here tonight. You did that.
Okay, but you think just because somebody wants to talk to you or be nice to you for a hot second, that means it's a date automatically? It's like, sorry, I just wanted some nice food since I never get any from my actual boyfriend. And I just wanted to feel what it was like to be treated respectfully.
Nah, that go be
instead of, like,
staged.
some
Bro's so convinced, man. I don't know.
So you're really just showing your true colors, huh?
Actually, I'm not. I think you are, because look at all this. This is so extreme. If you had
Bro,
just
she's
talked
just
to me
twisting
about yourself,
everything he says.
First of all, it's not extreme because you fucking came here. Second, we did talk about this. I told you about the cheating vibes you gave me and what you
Like, if you get caught in this position and this badly and you're still trying to twist it, like, what's for any hope in the relationship? You're not gonna twist just about everything else, you know? It's like,
Nah, I was tripping. It's not what you think. Blah, blah,
come on,
blah.
man.
And now look at you
Or
on a
not.
fucking date with this guy.
Open your fucking ears. No, this is fucking stupid. You set this up.
No, they did not set this up. You basically did it yourself. You did it to yourself. Yeah, the studio was there, but you had your own mind. You had your own freaking free will to be like, all right, I don't want to give this guy my phone number. All right, I don't want to date. I don't want to go on a date with this guy. It's just like they didn't set up. They set up the scenario, and you failed. Like, there's nothing more to it.
Obviously, fucking look at all of this. This is ridiculous.
So why do you think it's Hunter's fault?
Again,
Dude is smiling. He's got it.
with somebody, but like obviously.
But I mean, Dre made it clear in the messages, right, Dre, that like this was a date.
This guy is trolling.
You
Like
came
I
here like
said,
knowing that this was a date.
I came for a nice free meal, just like I would go to a bar for a free nice drink.
So you don't so despite Dre making it clear that this was like a date, you don't consider it that this was a date.
No, it's not like I was gonna make out with him or anything.
Alright, so just because she likes to play the Lulu in her head and say, well, it's not a date in my head, no, don't worry. She's still gonna agree to the date on his terms. It's still a date in his eyes. He's still going on a date, technically, you know? It's like, it doesn't matter if you don't think it is, he thinks it is. That's still enough disrespect to your other guy. It's like,
I'm sure
acting as a victim. Professional victim, actually, man. For the streets.
Going out on a fake date.
You knew it was a date. You just didn't know Hunter was upstairs.
Oh, bro's clapping with the yo, fucking 6v1 right now.
I'm here for a free meal, just like you're here for fame.
You're some free cock, bro. That's what you're here for, man. What are you on about?
This is fucking stupid. We're just going around in circles, and I would like to leave. So if you could be so kind for once in your fucking life, could you please fucking move? Because I don't want to push you out of the way, but I swear to God, I'm going to push past you.
Well, fuck it. I got more songs to write now, I guess.
good for you and your little Instagram following of like what, 1K. Good job. You're really gonna make it someday.
Well,
You could have at least waited till I got the meal first. That would have been nice.
yeah, well, I can at least say this. Have fun being a hoe. Have fun now that everybody knows you're a fucking cheater now.
Thank you so much. Girls, if you're watching this, continue fucking whoever you'd like and getting free meals.
By the way, I'm deleting your number and blocking you on Instagram, and you can tell all your friends that you're famous now because you're a fucking slut.
Man, that's so sad. It's like so sad.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yikes, man, yikes. Man, that's fucking ridiculous, bro. We will, can you see, like, all my recommended is true crime? Because of the last stream, you know, like, I was watching quite a bit of it, so. I'll let her get hit by a car. Bro, that Sergio guy was already on it, bro. He was already on it. Bro was already planning that part, man. That was gonna be part 3, man, if she didn't come. Alright, let's do a true crime, because I haven't, I mean, I guess, you know, I haven't done one this stream, so I can do it. It's cool. What were we looking at, though? That's the thing. Killer husband realizes his wife is still breathing is crazy. What the fuck? Dead you don't know. What is this? Wannabe gangster murders his secret lover to hide he's gay. Nick too crazy, of course, where he is. Dad finds slaughtered son in abandoned forest. The wife poisoned husband to receive 37k. Let me link you on. Yeah, link is fine. Yep. Damn. It's mad. I hope I haven't watched it, because I do watch quite a bit of this stuff, like, in my own time as well. It makes me realize, though, it's like, there's so many of these, like, you know, like, messed up cases, so it's like, how many messed up people are doing messed up things every single day, man? Alright, let me do it this way. Oh, of course. Don't worry, we have to listen to the ad
Build
first.
an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 4.
It's right here.
Alright, so yeah, I think I've seen these people before, but like, parents just have seen some things. I don't think I've watched it then.
There's an arm. There's an arm. There's another arm. There's another one.
Parents have some
We're starting off by we're starting off with this. Bros, we're about to reach 1 AM and I'm gonna be up at 6. It's nice to weeing y'all again. Weeing? I mean it means seeing. Seeing y'all again, good night. Yeah man, Nick, thanks for coming by, especially when you gotta go to sleep, man. Really always appreciate it. I hope I can maybe start streaming at a better time where you'll be able to actually tune in for them, but no, I always appreciate you, Nick, man. See you soon. What is it? But it's good. XQC reacted to it, no worries, really seeing it. Yeah man, always gotta appreciate Mr. Nick there. Alright, let's watch this.
Stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Wait, what? What is going on?
911 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there's an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
Let's got another notification. Grentilly. That's an interesting name. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
On March 1st, 2021,
Police at Grand Junction, Colorado received this chilling 911 call. A mother has just discovered a disturbing secret hidden within her son's closet. Even more terrifying, he's currently just outside the house while she makes this call for help.
Why do you think it's that?
Because it looks like it's all an ear.
Is it bloody or does it like anything like
Man.
that?
Laf, you really sent the most disturbing one you could probably find,
Dispatcher
huh?
tries to get as much information as possible to make sense of this shocking call and give officers an idea of what they might be walking into.
Is your son there now?
He just pulled up. We wanted to make sure he was here before we called.
How old is he?
19. He's had a little bit of a fascination with the morbid, but he was channeling it, I thought, into
Morbid, what's
becoming
that?
a crime scene investigator, but not so much.
Is that book?
Is he cooperative with us?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be violent. Just came back from his friend's house.
Does he have any weapons in his room or do you guys have any in the house?
I don't know. I think that he has a shotgun, but we can certainly remove it immediately before he gets in his room. He's out by the car now, so.
Is the bag still in the closet?
No, it's in my kitchen sink. And there's a secondary bag that I have not opened. It's currently covered with a towel.
And there's a
It's
second
not
bag?
there taking, yeah,
I'm trying to pay attention. Doesn't sound too interesting yet, but we'll see.
The second bag out of the closet?
I took the second bag out of the closet and put it in the sink.
Because with this stuff, like, if you stop paying attention for like even like 2 minutes, man, it starts to get confusing real quick.
I know.
I think he's still outside.
And you're in the backyard now?
I am, yes, because I don't want him to hear me.
Despite the horrifying nature of this call, police could not have anticipated the twisted tale of violence they were about to
Like the kid is into death and oh my god, bro.
embark on. Nor did they have any idea
That's
just
proper like psychopathic stuff, bro.
how shocking the motive behind the inexplicable horror would be.
I'm fucking
One
into
day
death.
prior to responding to this harrowing incident, the emergency services had attended to a rather unusual call at 2 a.m. on Sunday, February 28, 2021. 19-year-old Brian Cohey Jr. is having a bad night.
Wait, did the mum say she keeps a shotgun in his room as well? Like, we should arrest her for like assisted murder at this point.
As officers arrive at the Blue Heron boat ramp, they can scarcely believe their eyes. The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. It's been analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed professional counselor, a licensed clinical psychologist, and a former detective. Former licensed...
I'm just gonna check something real quick. Oh shit. Cool. I was just checking one day.
licensed polygraph examiner and former hostage negotiation commander and instructor.
How do we call a tow for that?
I don't know, because he'd have to get in the friggin' water.
Yeah.
Best viewers, streamboo.com, remove the space.
Because they think they might be able to pull it out.
Okay.
Um,
So you're already in contact with them?
yeah, but I only have like 10% battery left on my phone, and now he wants me to text him
Yeah, I
a
do get
photo
quite a
of the
few of those.
car.
I don't know why, but you know, I'm not actually gonna lie. I did actually think one was a bot, but it was actually a person, and they were just trying to, you know, shoot their shot at trying to like basically get a client, and they basically did like design work for like, you know, overlays and BRB screens, transition screens, you know, like how I put that BRB thing up, things like that. And I actually designed a really cool one for me, but I can't show it yet. There's one part like left to it, but it's really sick, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It is really gonna take that sort of thing to the next level. I really like it. It's awesome. It's like proper cool. No, their work is awesome.
I can text it to him for you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
It's not every day that police officers see a car floating in the Colorado River. To try and make sense of what they're observing, the officers speak to Brian's mother.
Police car in the river, though.
He's an inexperienced driver.
Okay.
Put his car here on the angle and got out and like just looked down for a moment, and when he went to get back in, he wasn't able because of the angle to pull it out. I don't know. He's right there.
Okay, we'll talk to him real quick. Sounds good.
Officers decide it's best to get the story straight from the horse's mouth, and 19-year-old Brian has no choice but to own up to his mistake. Little do these officers know, There's a sinister secret lurking in the background of this crazy story.
This your son right here? Yep. Hey, partner, you want to come out and talk to me real quick?
Sure, I mean,
Appreciate it, man.
I'm really cold. Is it okay if it's in here? Because
Why is it always these killers, these cold-hearted killers, always, every time, they'll say some bullshit thing like, I'm cold, my feet hurt, can I wear my shoes, oh, it's cold outside, and, you know, I mean, there's stones on the floor, after they've just killed someone. Like, it's just the most bullshit, fucking entitled crap on the planet. It's like, what about the pain you put the person through, whatever the hell, like, actually, it's so annoying.
I did not know that. No, please stay in the car. All right. Nobody else in the car.
No,
Okay.
no, just us. I'm the father. That's the mother. This is our son. He called us 20 minutes ago and said, "Dad, I parked at the boat ramp and I messed up. I tried to get out of the car and it slid down."
Well, you're not hurt, right? You're okay?
No, just a little cold is all.
Just beside your pride a little bit.
And probably $7,000.
Cops got jokes, huh?
Okay. All right, man. Do you have your ID with you, driver's license by any chance?
Thankfully.
What were you doing down here, bud?
Well, I felt like I needed to get out, like, and I figured, why not park here and just
relax a little bit?
Relax and think.
Okay.
And I parked on the boat ramp, and I thought it would be easy to get out. But when I tried to,
Where did you park exactly? Were you down the hill a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then
When he got back in, go ahead.
when I got back in, I tried to put it in drive, and it didn't go up. So then I tried putting it in low gear, shimmying it a bit. That didn't work.
Were you facing down?
No,
at
I
this
was
point, or
facing.
were you
I was
facing
facing
this way?
up.
You back down?
Yeah.
That's a really good
Because
idea.
It's a predicament so ridiculous that the responding officers can't help but laugh.
How we're gonna handle this, man? 'Cause I don't know. Do I get a tow going for a car in the river and see if anybody will take this?
I'm gonna work on that.
I don't know, man. So I'm kind of glad you were coming down here because I was like, it's not a crash. He just
Dude, it's like
parked
8
it
feet out in the water.
He parked it and basically couldn't get it up. It just lost traction, looks like, and then he actually went in it, down in the water. He's not hurt at all, so I'm like, how are you gonna get this car out if possible?
I don't know.
The officers are convinced that this is a teenager's mishap. It will be some time before they begin to suspect that there's anything more to this story than what they've been told.
Feel free to add me on Discord so I can join your live streams whenever you're live. And Discord username is James.
Go through the list if anybody's got some ideas on getting this car out of here or not. I don't know.
I mean, I have a Discord. If you want to join it, it actually sends notifications when I am live.
So we're gonna see what we can do.
So if you join that, you'll get every notification for my live. So.
All right.
In Grand Junction, Colorado. So it's like, oh my God, this is not.
It happens. It happens.
Oh
Faced
shit!
with
Whoops!
embarrassment over the whole
I accidentally
ordeal, Brian's mother talks with the
sent it to
officers.
all the channels.
Yeah,
But
we made him wait till he was almost
Yeah, it's
18
fine.
before he got his driver's license because we didn't want him having any accidents like they do when they're 16 and 17 and
Gotcha.
things. But stupid, he doesn't have an age limit, I guess.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, this is my first time too.
Really?
It's a new one for me.
What's that?
So I've never seen one of these either, so it's a new one for me.
On my website.
I don't think it will show you all of the commands. There's custom ones as well. Like try laugh and stuff. That might work. I'm not sure.
Just let me know if he does. That way, if not, we can try and get hold of both.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me go on Kick because this person messaged on Kick, but my thing's being a little bit funny. Oh wait, shit, it's Discord, my bad. There you go, that's better. That's sorted.
The tow truck and go from there.
No, it's at an angle. It's heading upriver. It's facing upriver.
Yeah.
Yes, the front of it is facing upriver. Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. It keeps losing the call. Ah! And he's like, I don't want to get wet.
Is the mom in on the fucking murder? Like, this acting is crazy.
Into the water and get wet.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert. Well, you know, I was just talking to the
Robert.
patrolman, and they're suggesting that we just adjust this in daylight hours. That's
See, you still
why
got
they
it.
make the big bucks. We're smart. Nobody wants to get in the water. I hear ya.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite one-of-a-kind variations that...
At long last, the officers make contact with the towing company willing to come out to the river in the middle of the night and risk the frigid waters. With help on the way, they finish things up with the Cohees.
If you guys want to stay warm, you're more than welcome to jump in that car and stay where it's warm.
Does he need to stay here? Or
I'm sorry?
Is he free to go? I'm sure he'd like to go home and get warm.
I'm sure you'd like to get some pants on.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's not a crash. It's
Okay.
a simple
It's
mistake.
just a stupid act.
So,
Okay. All right, I'm going to take him home then, and then we'll come back here and figure out what's what with this truck driver.
Terry and Brian Sr. take Brian home, but they soon return without their son to the boat ramp. Nearly an hour later, the tow company is making progress. But as the car nears the shore,
Holy
the officers
How do you
make a
even have that many
disconcerting
points?
discovery.
Bro, this guy's just gambling his points 24/7. I guess down.
I don't know, you can probably see it from here.
What fucking number even is that, bro? I can't even begin to read
Down
that.
it all a little bit. That's underneath the license plate. A little area right there. Okay.
Dude, that shit is like gotta be in the fucking way past trillion, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if did your son hurt himself on his way out at all?
He might have, he just didn't know it. I don't know.
That's why I'm asking. It's a good question. He's at home. Is he make sure he's not got a cut or
Just put his going to bed.
something out on him somewhere that he's not aware of? Maybe because his adrenaline
I'm
is a
trying to
little
read
high.
what number even
Maybe
that
just have to
is.
do like a self check. Make sure he's okay.
Past 604 million.
Brian, are you okay?
Am I Indian?
Really? Yeah, did you get hurt? Are you sure you don't have any injuries?
That's an interesting question to ask, but yeah, I am Indian, yeah.
We're not sure.
But to be honest, I've never been to India. Now you're gonna ask why, right? It's because my parents and grandparents and great-grandparents are all from Africa, so that's where a lot of my family originates. But if you go back far enough, then yeah, India.
Officers may have
But a
some
lot of my
concerns
family's in
about
Africa,
the
that's why I've never been
mysterious
to
red
India.
substance on the bumper, but they release the car into the Cohees' custody. However, on March 1st, the next day, the police once again find themselves at the Blue Heron boat ramp. A homeless man by the name of Warren Barnes has been reported missing. Officers speak to the woman who called in the report.
How do you know Warren?
I own Monique's Bridal downtown, and I give him a chair to sit and read his books.
When was the last time you saw him?
Saturday, 5 o'clock. I said, I'll see you tomorrow, Warren, and he was like, okay, meaning he planned on coming down on Sunday, and then he did not show up. So I'm thinking if they saw him Saturday, maybe it happened.
She
before,
sounds guilty, bro.
It's weird. He would never come
I know it wasn't even her, but she just sounds guilty.
He doesn't have a camp down here or anything?
No, he worked for People Ready, and someone found the wallet and called People Ready this
She looks like she had the story ready.
Everything looked like it was in there because he doesn't have much, and I just gave him $20 for beer, so I know that he had maybe a couple bucks.
So they found
Anyway,
his wallet
Singer
just
New,
down here
welcome
at
to
the
the stream.
Monique Lanati has forged a special friendship with Warren over the years.
So what raised concern with you today to report him missing?
Because the place People Ready called to see if I had seen him because he didn't show up for work, and he's never once not shown up for work in the 4 years he's been working.
4
So
years?
I said no, and that I hadn't seen him since
Four-
Saturday.
4 years?
No,
And he's never...
That's
He's never not been to work. Like, no sick days, no fucking nothing, bro.
all the way down here in his wallet.
4 years, bro.
How many years?
4 years. Yeah, that's as long as I've known him.
Officers
Crazy.
soon find that Monique is not alone in her concerns about the missing Warren Barnes.
He literally shows up every morning, every day without fail, like at 6 o'clock. Sometimes a little sooner.
Bro, don't
We
tell me
always
7
like
days a week
for
as
the
well.
Customers, we give him free coffee. He's the nicest old man ever.
Do you talk to him at all?
All the time.
So every morning it's around 6.
Yeah.
Without fail.
Without fail. And he's the nicest guy ever. Rough looking, but he is the nicest guy.
Rough looking is
Officers
crazy.
photograph of Warren in the hopes that it'll help with their search.
She just like politely called him homeless. What the fuck?
That's the only picture you have.
That's the only one I have, and that's from June
Oh
of
my
2019,
goodness.
so he's a little bit thinner. Okay.
So who found his wallet?
Thinner, what are these words to
The lady
describe
from
him?
the place said that it was whoever runs the life jacket thingy.
I'm actually the owner of the life jacket program on the boat ramp here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I hope you guys find him. I hope he's okay. If anything, I just hope you find him so that
She's definitely killed him, bro.
we can start the next process, whatever. Because
Ugh. It's like,
Monique's tone doesn't convey much hope. and with only an old photograph, police have very little to go on. However, things are transpiring across town. As it turns out, it was indeed Brian Cohey's father who called about the wallet. He found it in the most unlikely place, the now recovered Ford 500 that his son accidentally sank in the river. With her suspicions raised, Brian's mother goes into his bedroom to investigate. It's March 1st, 2021, the day after the car incident at the boat ramp, and Terry Cohey is about to make a horrifying discovery as she opens her son's closet.
Oof, here we go.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
I don't think she did. It's just funny, her reactions. And
Shocked and terrified by what she's found in her son's closet, Terry Cohey nonetheless has the presence of mind to keep Brian in the dark while she gets police to her address.
Poor mother, to be honest,
Deputies
man.
from the Mesa County Sheriff's Office arrive at Brian's address, wisely leaving their sirens off as they approach. This could have frightened the young suspect, and
We've
it's
got the
important to keep him
sneaky
calm for the
cops.
initial interaction.
In ghost mode.
What's going on, man?
The deputy makes contact with Brian using a friendly, disarming greeting, which goes further to establish an atmosphere of calm.
There's a nut.
Of course, at the same time, the deputy is certainly
Of course,
scanning the
bro.
area
Of
for any
course.
potential threats, as well as making sure that Brian has his hands where he can see them.
Cooperate. I am going to cooperate. Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
It's definitely Nick, bro. Not Nicolaj. Yeah, I think you would know about Nick, bro.
Yeah, I believe so. And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Do you have anything on you going to cut, poke, hurt, stick me anything without reaching for nothing? Don't reach for nothing.
My phone and my wallet, that's
okay.
it.
Well, I'm going to have you face that way. Put your hands on top of your head for me real quick. I just want to make sure you interlace your fingers for me real quick, all right?
It's important that the deputy only ask enough questions to figure out exactly what is going on at the scene. And while this is not the kind of encounter that even a veteran police officer would be accustomed to, it's Brian's parents who must slowly absorb the shock of their son's admission.
I'm going to have you walk over here. You're going to sit in the back of my partner's patrol car for a minute, okay? Not yet. Okay. Just sit back there and hang out for me, okay? Can you walk me inside, please?
Let's walk you all through what happened there.
Okay.
Let me do it. You go inside.
Why did bro look proud of it as well, man?
Come on, sit down, dude.
Can I go in there and verify here
Oh,
first?
yeah, please.
Let me
We
go
haven't
through
seen
that.
it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't looked at it.
It's under the towel in the sink.
Okay.
Andy, Andy, stay with your mother. Give her a...
Just make sure that guy goes in the car first.
I can stay here. You can go in the sink, right?
Well,
The
yeah,
sink
okay.
right there. No,
Yeah.
you can have your hand.
Yeah.
House center. I had a bad feeling about what happened this weekend.
Okay.
And she said there's a bag in your
They even got like the belly as well, like that's definitely his twin,
The
bro.
deputy correctly asks for permission to enter the house so that he can confirm the grim contents of the kitchen sink.
I covered it with a towel.
Okay.
So I didn't want him to see it. We didn't want him to run. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah. Just sit back there and hang out for me, okay? How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you? You said your name's Brian?
Yeah, I'm not feeling too well.
You're not feeling too well? All right.
No, these past few days I've been very, very anxious.
That's understandable. So what we're gonna have you do here is I'm just gonna have you sit in the back here, okay? I'm gonna turn on the air for you in a second. That way you're not too hot. Are you a hot-blooded or cold-blooded kind of guy?
I am very cold-blooded. I prefer cold. Well, no,
Cold-blooded.
Hot-blooded. So you prefer the cold? Okay, fantastic. All right. So hop in here. I know you're tall, so it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but like I said, I'll get that air on for you.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Conjunction's been quite violent lately.
The officer has no response to this observation.
The Nick build, yeah, it's a
Hey, hold on,
custom
Brian.
build, bro.
Okay. A bit thirsty? You guys have any water in your home?
Dude, he's just so
I
like,
can't make any guarantees we're gonna be able to go in and get
he's
some,
just
but I will
admitting
get
it,
water to you as soon as I can,
and
okay?
he's just like, it's like
Alright,
eerily
We're headed to the sheriff's office. Your family's gonna go with us,
nice,
okay?
like
She
to
also
work with.
doesn't respond on the way to the sheriff's office when Brian casually makes another chilling remark.
It's under this bridge.
Okay, Brian.
Thank you.
No problem, sir. So walk with me. We're gonna walk right this way, okay?
It's just weird.
Fine with me not being in cuffs.
I'm fine with you not being in cuffs.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, Brian, open this door for me, please.
You should put this guy in cuffs straight away, bro. He just killed someone.
Just walk over for me, Brian.
Like, you know, he described it like it was under the bridge. Like he knows a lot.
You're okay, don't worry about it, okay?
Like, I should be in cuffs.
Keep going.
I was a police officer, man. I'll put every one of them in cuffs, man. I didn't take any risks, bro. Pull out a fucking shotgun.
Alright. So have a seat.
It was found in their house, you know, so.
Thanks, Brian.
But this is
With
suspect
Brian
number one.
situated in the interrogation room, investigators speak with his parents to find out what happened that harrowing morning.
And right here.
Okay, we're not putting the mums in cuffs, though. She's chilling.
Just take your time. Take as much time as you need. Okay? So I know very little about what's going on today. So, what started all of what's going on?
Terry relays the incident at the boat ramp.
So, we have the car towed back to address, and of course, with the battery being wet, nothing was operating. And so, my husband was cleaning out the car because he was going to take it into Scotty to see if they could maybe salvage it. Okay. And he found the wallet. So he called me this morning and he said, found a wallet in Brian's car. Oh, and the officers thought that there was blood on his car. Okay. The night that it was in the river. Okay. Scene, and he had just had a procedure done on his armpit a few days before, so I thought maybe the adrenaline opened that back up, and that's where it came from. I don't know. And he said, I don't know where it came from. And he took special effects class last summer, which involved fake blood. Okay. And he's like, one of those fake blood containers first in my trunk is probably that. And I was like, okay, that makes perfect sense.
However, his father, Brian Cohey Sr., found something even grislier in the car's glove box and decided to confront his son.
Went back out there this morning just to continue, and I opened the glove box and there was a knife in the glove box, underwater. The glove box is full of water, very large knife. And then, as I go around the passenger door, I open the passenger door and there's a wallet in between this door. And I open up, that's not Brian's wallet, it's frozen solid. That's not Brian's wallet. So I take it inside. I ended up getting one of the wads of cards out. There's a label ready. I read that, so I called label ready. And then another one, there was a social security card. I was like, hey, this is a weird call, but I've got a wallet here with so-and-so's name, and I'm hoping he works for you all, or he subbed him out or whatever. Oh yeah, my one, we've been missing him. Yes, he didn't show up today. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a missing person. Okay, well I found his wallet at Blue Heron Boat Ramp. So here's my name. Here's all my information. If you get a hold of him, tell him I've got his wallet here at my house. Okay, so I left that like that. Called Brian. Brian, what's going on? Why is there a wallet in the car? Oh, I found it down at the boat ramp when I was down there walking around. And he was so sincere. I took it all. I want to believe him. He's my son. Sure. We found out, Brian, how come, all this going on in the last 2 days, how come you didn't tell us about the wallet? Dad, I was just so excited with all the going on. My car getting towed. Look at this wet now. It won't start. I just didn't think about it. I didn't think it was important, Dad. I'm like, Brian, who is this one whatever guy? Dad, I swear to you, I only know one more. He's my school friend. It's not him. I believe him. There's blood on the bumper. Right. And I'm like a smear of blood. And I'm like, that didn't come from that cut. And I asked him, Brian, you tell him the truth. That guy knew. I didn't want to believe it.
No. This is bad for the parents.
Despite the red flags, the family put the strange accident at the boat ramp behind them. But no one was prepared for the spine-chilling discovery Terry made the next morning.
I was in his room, cleaning up, putting some things away, and he has a Rubbermaid container in his closet. And so I just kind of started digging through, going, what is this mess? Like moms do. Sure. And I saw a plastic bag, a white plastic trash bag. And I was like, what in the world does he have in here? And I picked it up, and it was heavy. And I held it in my hand, and I was like, what in the world is this? What in the world? Is this not like maggot covering something, or I don't know. I better take it in the sink.
Fucking decomposing body or some shit, man.
And it was
Body
double
part.
bags. So I ripped open one bag and I saw old blood. Okay. And I went. I ripped open the second bag. It was on the bed. I saw zero. So I didn't open the second bag. Okay. I called my husband. I said, Brian Jr. had already gone over his friend's house. He said, Mom, I want to go over to Kai's house. And I said, okay, but, you know, don't be over there too long. He goes, yeah, I should only be over there maybe 3 or 4 hours. It's good to hang out with her. And I said, okay.
This friend was Kylan Like, and police would speak with her shortly.
So I called his father. He said, how did you speak in Andy from school? He said, I think it's like 12:30. 12:40, whatever. I don't know what time it was. I just said, you need to come over
Can you
here.
imagine being a parent and like having to genuinely deal with this? Like, it seems like all, you know, sunshine and rainbows to like watch it, but like, can you imagine this was like actually your child? It's fucked.
Right
man.
now. And he said, okay, well, I got Andy with me. And I said, you need to come over here right now. And he said, okay, I'll be there in a few
Because
minutes.
unfortunately, this does happen to
Kylan Like's mother, Heather
small
Gale,
number of
recalled
parents.
what she saw after Brian ended the call.
And my only memory of that was the way he peeled out of the driveway. I actually have a picture somewhere on my phone of the marks when he left to go, because his brother called him, I guess, and said, I need my car back.
We know, of course, that this was a ruse on the part of Brian's parents to get him back to the house after their horrifying discovery.
Brian, my husband, was already there by that point. And he put a towel over top of there was not much more we could do. So we hatched a plan to call Brian and tell him that his brother needed the Mustang for a driving lesson. Because he's one of the learners. And just as he pulled up, I called him.
And he kind of knew something was up. Dad, you ever feel like the day's going to change? He started saying things. I'm like, yeah, we're just being really vague. Me and Andy was sitting there, and Mom was on the phone over there talking to 911. And it just seemed like it took forever.
As his parents continued to speak with the detectives, investigators Pete Berg and Lisa Norcross joined Brian in his room. Over the next 2 hours, they will hear
Seems
a
like there's
shocking
always like a
story
weird
of
science
blood-curdling
with
evil.
Nick's must be feeling like, are we really doing this? Are we really referring to this guy as Dick? Ain't no way.
Before the interview is over, they will even learn the dreadful truth about Brian's ill-fated trip to the boat ramp.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free.
I dare you to build my course. Okay, go on.
Preloaded.
Oh, thank you. Well, this is Lisa. She was calling.
Hi, how are you?
Okay,
Good, thanks.
never really good.
Okay.
Trade me seats? Sure. Ooh, this is a special chair. No, this is the special chair because it's soft and I'm old.
Brian is as cooperative and pleasant with the
Yeah, he's specific. I've seen this before. He's specifically using this chair, and she's gonna come in eventually later on as well. And they're gonna play a bit of good cop, bad cop, or some bullshit. I don't know. And they specifically chose this chair so that he's like planted against the wall, so they can both come in on it.
investigators.
It's like a
as he
psychology
was with
thing.
The deputy who escorted
Very
him to
smart
the
guy.
sheriff's office, but his nervous shaking and insatiable thirst indicate he is perhaps not as calm as he's trying
He
to
looks a bit nervous, you know.
appear. The question is whether he's anxious about his fate or excited about his moment in the spotlight. One thing to keep in mind is that, according to his mother, Brian is diagnosed with ADHD and autism, and leg shaking can be a normal, stimulating behavior for people with these diagnoses. They read Brian his Miranda rights, and he agrees to speak with the officers.
Friend from here?
Yeah. Where did you go to school? I've went to Broadway Elementary School just across from my dad's house. Then I went to Brooklyn Middle School.
I mean, since he has like ADHD and autism, you can't really just say, "Oh well, he's nervous because his legs are shaking." So yeah, it's a bit deeper than that.
for you. Okay. Do you work? Yeah. Where do you work at? Not even part-time. I was gonna say part-time, not even. As a bagger / courtesy clerk for Safeway, I work anywhere from 2 to 4 days a week.
It may seem at first glance that the detectives are engaging in idle chit-chat to set Brian at ease, but this is part of rapport building, and it's also crucial for them to establish early on that Brian has been handling responsibilities such as school and work, and is perfectly capable of carrying on a normal conversation.
They're like sitting at a long-ass
This will
term
make it
trap.
much harder for Brian to claim before a jury that he was unable to tell right from wrong.
And how did you get here?
I murdered someone.
Okay.
It seems that Investigator Berg was merely asking how Brian conversation.
He just said it, I swear.
This will make it much harder for Brian to claim before a jury that he was unable to tell right from wrong.
And how did you get here?
I murdered someone.
Holy crap, straight
It
up,
seems that
man.
Investigator Berg was merely asking how Brian physically arrived at the sheriff's office. But Brian doesn't stand on ceremony. With a tone and head tilt that suggests he's bragging, Brian makes the ultimate confession. In fact, he's all too willing to discuss this horrific crime with detectives.
To start back at the beginning and go slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So, because I mean, Murray going to jail for the 15 years probably.
I have no idea. We're at the beginning.
It's murder. I mean, I'm
Why is
going
he
to
laughing,
jail
bro?
for 20, probably.
This guy thinks he's going to jail for 20 years, bro. What a clown. So he's going for life, man.
Learn as much about you and what you did and as I can. Well, as many details as you can give me, the better.
I'll be
Brian's
upset if he
polite
doesn't get life.
exterior only adds to the surreal depravity of his confession. He's somewhat of a unique
The
suspect.
thing is, there is a technique that some of these like offenders try to use. Is they try to like basically just act insane and try and be like super like, oh, you know, like act as if the murder or whatever they did was casual, and then it will lead the people to thinking that they are like insane and like have a complete mental illness with their head. Instead of going to jail, they go into an institution where they'll be able to actually get out of it if they recover, like from the illness or whatever in their head. So they try and do that instead because it's better than life in prison, because they have a chance of getting out and shit. So they'll try this and like. But things like that have to be, you know, identified from early on in life. They don't understand. They can't just fucking be random. As soon as they get into the interrogator's room, just act like a retard. Act insane. Sorry. Shit.
Yeah, it was.
My bad.
And I figured I can see so well. Why not try it out? I am in a bad state of mind at that time. I have major depressive disorder, so I am not thinking, shall say, positively. Okay. And I'm cruising around for an hour and a half. So I fill up on gas halfway through, and I'm eventually driving underneath the bridge near the sheriff's office. I'm bad with words. I'm just. By the way, I'm a habitual late shaker. I have a question. You send people who have committed crimes like me. Do we stay in this county jail or are we moved?
It all depends on what the judge says.
Brian maintains his spirit of cooperation, but he's clearly concerned
all three
about what
platforms,
happens
I don't
after
know.
this interview is over. It's interesting to note how he compares himself to others with the phrase, people who have committed crimes like me, almost as if he has joined an exclusive club.
So we were at the bridge.
It's hard to know what you can or can't.
I was cruising to, there was a road underneath, right? Under the overpass. And I was driving along, and I see a shape here on the railway tracks. So I'm like, oh, interesting. So I go up, and as I'm looking, I see a large thing wrapped in a canvas.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grab my knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves, because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin, the vinyl gloves, by putting your fingerprints through. So I put on 3 on one
I
hand.
don't understand why this guy's like talking about how he went through so much effort of 3 gloves and fingerprint this and that. to like not get caught, whatever the fuck, right? And then he's out here admitting every single crime.
I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck. Okay. He was panicking at first. In his old man voice, he was in his 50s. I know why I call him old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Ah!" And I just kept on stabbing his neck. Is it okay if I do a demonstration? Oh, yeah. This is him. I was straddled on top of him like this. Okay. And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be tough.
What do you mean? Was this guy bragging about not breaking a sweat? What do you mean? You're on top of him when you're fucking stabbing a knife into like one of his vital fucking parts of his body. Like, what do you mean?
But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And during the time, I was growling and making animalistic noises.
At this point, there can be no doubt that Brian is excited to tell the investigators all about his horrific deed. Not only is he pleased to be holding court, he's actually reliving the murder and relishing the memory, demonstrated by a smile. As for any question of this crime being premeditated, Brian admits to having put on 3 layers of gloves, which he already had with him.
The whole ordeal lasted about a minute and a half. Okay. And when I was finished stabbing him, he took out his last breath, a grunt, and his head was halfway cut off in stabs. All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, stinky, dirty, dirty, stinky, stinky. I wasn't smelling anything, but...
In an eerie coincidence, on one of his social media accounts, Brian identifies himself as that stinky boy, registered under his email ID.
And why would you send that?
I don't know.
Okay. But you remember doing it, so...
Yeah.
He's just talking like it's some normal ass, like, thing. It's just
I mean, this looks like it's pretty close to
messed, man.
Well, it was 11 p.m., so not many were driving by. Well, it was behind the...
To be honest, the thing that got me the most is the animalistic noises he started to apparently make. Like, there's something wrong. Like, there already has to be something wrong when you're, like, doing already that, right? But, like, there's something even more wrong. Like, the fact he was enjoying it and the fact that it was, like, I don't know, like, primal? I don't know if that's the word. Like, he felt from it? I don't know. He felt like he was an animal. Maybe he's a furry, I don't know. But he's like, this is like a furry gone wrong, bro. This is like a furry too far.
Here. So people would only see a brief thing here and here. So
it's actually, this guy's making me respect furries. like it's making me respect furries because it's like, this is like how bad I could get.
Were you worried about him seeing you?
I was worried about one of them stopping.
What did you think could happen if somebody...
Well, if they looked, well, it was quite dark under there, so they wouldn't have seen the guy unless they looked. They would have seen me holding a bloody 12-inch knife, wearing gloves,
12
and
inches,
wearing a
bro.
mask to conceal my identity, a face mask.
Okay.
You're lying he was wearing this, bro. I think I get what you mean by he was trying to be some sort of famous killer, bro.
So you weren't doing it for COVID, you were doing it to hide your face?
Partially. Social distancing. Right. Yeah, but no one stopped, and I'm just like, proves the bystander effect.
His laughter and offhand comments speak to his mindset, which is that nothing is wrong. Brian mentions the bystander effect here, which is the idea that the more people there are watching a crime, the less likely that anyone will stand up and do anything about it. There are a few different reasons behind this, but we know that it often occurs because people may be afraid that they'll be judged by the rest of the crowd if they step in first to do something. Ultimately, people are social creatures, and the vast majority of people chose to do whatever the rest of the crowd does. It's a rare person that steps forward.
If you think using AI at work means asking ChatGPT to write your emails, you're already behind. Let me show you what the experts are
alone.
I noticed you got a cut on your hand. Is that from...
Oh, that was when I was doing gas, when I filled up. What happened was, because I don't want to be seen, in a gas station with a knife poking out of my pocket. I put it in the car on the back seat floor. When I'm done with it, I try and grab it, but my hand slips and grabs the blade, and as I pick it up, it slices these 2 fingers.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Yeah. And then after that, I stripped his clothes. I cut open his belly to see his guts. They're really pink. Sorry, that was morbid.
One of the exceptional aspects of Brian's confession is the level of detail he provides. Together with his casual commentary and jokes, these details convey to investigators that Brian is being fully truthful about what he did. It's also worth noting that morbid humor has long been one of Brian's trademarks.
What about other kids in the neighborhood or on the bus? He didn't really, he had a couple of friends that he's had since elementary, but, he had a morbid sense of humor and would make jokes that I'd say, Brian, that is not funny.
There's always signs, man. There's always signs.
In an interview with prosecutors, Kylan Like, who's known Brian since the 9th grade and whose house Brian was visiting just before his arrest, says that being provocative is a hallmark of his personality.
When I first met him, he was very edgy, is the best way I can describe it. He loved to get a reaction out of people and say things that would make people have a double take. He wanted to go against the flow. His jokes were always in the realm of dark humor. Very rarely did he make jokes that weren't somehow relating to death or violence or destruction or breaking the law or just basically just humor that is considered dark humor. And I know a couple of people personally who just hated him because that's kind of how he is. You either think it's hilarious or you hate it. And that's the people who think it was hilarious was a small percentage of people that unfortunately and embarrassingly included myself. And my very best friend of high school, Emily, was someone who hated him. And, she's a bigger girl and he would call her fat and call her pig and call anybody who looked like that things along the same line. Like, just spiteful, I guess. Just trying to, like I said...
That's not even dark humor, bro. That's just, like... That's just not... That's just, like, insulting someone.
Get a rise out of people.
Kylan Like is
and then giggling about it. I don't know.
Brian's love of sick humor. While in a youth diversion program 2 years earlier, Brian asked the other teens if they enjoyed a snack known as crispy meat bites. He joked that the recipe involved running your cat or dog through a meat grinder and then frying them up.
Dude, I'm sorry, this guy should have been locked up way sooner than this, dude. There is no way someone casually comes up, makes that joke, and is not in handcuffs, bro. What?
Despite Brian's predilection for dark humor, Kylan's mom tells investigators that she never worried about her daughter being friends.
Who laughs at that? I don't understand.
He didn't seem scary to me at the time. He just seemed unusual. Like, in the way that my nephew and other people I know that are on the spectrum are just a little unusual. Like, not a lot of eye contact, things like that. But he never struck me as scary. Like I said, I actually let my daughter and her friends, not that I was in charge of her friends, but I let her sleep over at his house, like a month, 2 months, whenever New Year's. And his mom, as far as I know, she ran a daycare, so I thought, good with kids, whatever,
Okay. Not only does Brian's mom run a daycare, she runs it out of her home. Upon discovering the severed head in her son's closet that afternoon, she had to scramble to get parents to pick up their children before calling police.
And I sent home all the children. I had a few little kids over that I was watching, so I called their parents and they said, this is a family emergency, please come pick up your children. They're safe, they're not hurt. Parents came.
W mom. I'm getting the kids away.
Back in the interrogation room, Brian goes into further nauseating detail about the post-mortem mutilation of Warren Barnes.
Destroyed his eyes by stabbing them. And then I cut off his hands. I put those in plastic Ziploc bags. And then I cut off his...
This guy describing it is actually just pissing me off.
Joint, and at this joint. And then at this arm, I tried cutting it here, and then I tried cutting it here, but what happened was I accidentally broke his bone. This one, it was poking out, and so I left that one here, partially cut.
Okay, the one didn't
and then I left his body there.
You know the worst part is like that if a kid actually saw that, I don't think anyone would even believe them. Because they, you know how parents are just like, you know, your imagination and this and that, bro. They wouldn't even believe them. Do you like, it's time for bed or some shit, bro.
And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box from the dinner a few nights ago.
You just say, but his head in a leftover pizza box, wait.
That one here, partially cut, dismembered here, bone sticking out. And then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box.
How does a head even fit in a pizza box?
The dinner a few nights ago. And then I took the hands, put them in the back, drove home, hid the hands and head in my room, cleaned the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it, and then put the blood stained, wasn't stained, it had splatters on it. I put it in the dish, in the washing machine.
What did you put in there?
I put the outfit I murdered him in
That
the
you
washing.
were wearing, or?
Yeah, I was wearing.
Okay.
In a washing machine, put it on high speed so it would effectively remove the blood. Washed it twice.
You'll notice again that not only is Brian's level of detail remarkable and disturbing, he talks about the steps he took to avoid getting caught. These will undoubtedly be important elements to any eventual prosecution as it goes to
I don't
establishing
think you
his
close a
state of
pizza
mind.
box with that in, bro.
Back up just so I don't lose track of where my mind is. So you cut him open, you cut his arm.
You know what's crazy about this is, would they even have found this out if the mum didn't call in about like the head and hands or whatever it was? Like the fact that this could have possibly maybe gone unnoticed is very disturbing.
Off his hands off all that before he went home.
Yeah, before I went home, I tossed the arm bits around. Like I took the right arm bit, threw it out.
Okay.
Took the left arm bit, threw it out.
So it's somewhere around that bridge.
Yeah, but look in a, because I know crime scenes can be a very wide area. You're going to want to look.
Never mind. If he was just lobbing things around, then you know, he probably would have been caught at some point.
In a 10-foot area. So like, this is a zoom in. So here's the road, and here's where my car was parked. You're going his.
I do not think that would slide, bro. It's not
to get more and
giving
more
that pizza
bizarre.
box
In
half
addition to
open
reliving the mutilation
to
in full
someone,
pantomime, Brian
and them actually
enthusiastically
accept it, bro.
goes
That's
over the
diabolical.
dimensions and location of the crime scene, as if he's
Bro, you know, that'd be diabolical. Imagine like pizza delivery. You're not. Why? Nah. I did. Why are we talking about this, bro? What's going on? I was about to say like leave it at the door, like open the door. Nah, we need to stop. We need to stop. This is diabolical, bro.
This lieutenant giving a briefing to his officers.
I hope I'm being cooperative. Oh, you're doing great.
Expecting an Amazon parcel, bro. See that shit, bro.
It's no use trying to deceive Vaughn.
So that's north, and you threw. What all did you throw while
crazy.
you were there? I mean, how many pieces am I looking for?
There are 2 pieces of arm. This section and this section, just in this general area. I couldn't say where they are.
Armed with information they've been fed from the interrogation, police officers descend on the area. There they find a scene that will no doubt haunt them for the rest of their lives.
It's right here. Yeah. Because there's an arm. Hey.
The female cop starts to laugh when
Why
she
is she
sees
laughing?
an arm.
What's going on?
It's unfortunate that the family and the court will hear this.
There's an arm, there's another arm. There's another one.
I don't have a clue.
This is like something out of TV. Yeah. Discussion with the deputy chief about how these kids don't have any, right, here's a leg. That could be the upper arm or a leg.
Well, there's 3. There, and there.
Pieces down there. I mean, if we can get the lab out here, that would be the best thing. Remember the cube?
Holy hell.
I feel like maybe he put it next to a train track to make it seem like someone just got run over by a train and then there's, you know, body parts or whatever.
Police officers less than half a mile away take measure of the bleak crime scene under the bridge. Detective Norcross probes more deeply into the whereabouts of the rest of Warren Barnes' remains.
You took, was it the head and the hands?
Mm-hmm.
And when did you put them in?
Well, there's a 3 rule for bodies. I like to call it the 3 rule.
Okay, tell me about that.
3 days, the body starts to stink. No, 3 hours, rigor mortis sets in, body stiffens. 3 days, the body starts to stink.
How does he even know all this, bro? It's like, is someone gonna get this guy search history?
3 weeks, the body is starting to seriously decompose.
Right.
3 months, the body is unrecognizable. 3 years, it turns into a skeleton.
And may I ask how you know that?
I've always had a fascination with forensics and with anatomy and physiology. That's something I made up. So that's something I don't want to sound like I'm inventing something. That's why I coined the 3 rule.
You kind of remember it that way.
Yeah.
That's your way of remembering
Is it accurate?
Well, somewhat. So,
This guy's acting like he made like a fucking like a new way of something, bro. It's like he like invented this and he's like gassed about it, bro.
It's fascinating for a number of reasons, not the least of which is the remarkable display of skill on the part of Detective Norcross, who makes Brian feel as though she's mesmerized by his account of the 3 rule. She gives him a moment of validation at the end, and Brian's satisfaction is obvious. His ego is stroked and he feels that he's earned the approval of the detectives.
yeah, so what did you have the head and the hands at your house?
The head, I put, because it was starting to stink, I was planning on throwing the head and hands away. Not in the trash bag, not in the kitchen trash, but they were both in trash bags. The head was in a trash bag, I tied up the trash bag. Hands, I put in a trash bag as well. They were in Ziploc bags. And I was planning, do they sell empty paint buckets? I was planning to buy an empty paint bucket, put the head in it, seal it, and then I was going to throw it off in some dish.
Okay.
The hands I would throw in a different spot, wherever.
I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I have it right. The head is inside of a trash bag.
It was.
Well, where is it now?
In the kitchen sink. My parents searched through my room and they found the head and hands.
Okay, and so are the head and the hands in the kitchen sink now?
Last time I checked.
Okay, so they're in the kitchen sink now because your parents put them there.
But they were in my closet.
As of now, investigators have only found a head, hands, and several pieces of arm. That leaves the mystery of where the rest of Warren Barnes is.
What exact kind of trash bag?
White.
White, like a kitchen one, or what? Like
a kitchen
okay. White kitchen?
One that you put in a trash can.
Yeah. And then what about the hands? They were inside Ziplocs, you said.
Both in the same, both in a different trash bag.
Okay, the white kitchen trash bag.
Yes.
But now they're in the kitchen sink.
Yes.
And you talked about cutting. I used to be a meat cutter. I know it's not easy just to cut off hands.
Oh yeah, it was with the knife. I was just.
So did you practice on anything else?
No.
Or how did you know how to do it?
No, I just went along as a process. The bones, I just pressed the blade down and went, sever them at the ligaments.
Okay. And how hard was it to do that? To get them actually?
Not particularly hard. I was just more frustrated that I broke this bone.
So if you hadn't got frustrated, what was your? I mean, it sounds like what you did. We know. Did you have a different plan? Why were you
the original? Because I always wanted to know what it felt like to cut up someone.
Okay.
So
So why
Fucked, man. Actually fucked.
Because the arms were. That's it. That's all I wanted to know was like cutting off a limb. And I'm just like, okay.
Again, the mind reels when
It's
confronted
terrible.
with the nonchalant attitude Brian has toward discussing the murder and dismemberment of a human being.
He's talking about how he just like wanted to feel like, wanted to know what it felt like.
It's not college study or school study. It's like a passing interest.
I understand. But what were you worried about, like leaving evidence behind or caught?
Totally.
Tell me about that and what you did then.
Well, I was figuring the police don't. This is not to be taken offense, but
That's what I mean. It's like yeah, this is real, but it's like what I was saying earlier is like the fact there's just so many and so many different channels that cover it and so many different cases and all over the world and 24/7. Look at these 8 days ago, 2 days ago, fucking 2 weeks ago. It's like this shit is like still happening, bro. And it's like, you know, it's like there's a lot of them. You know, this one was 2 years ago, but if you think about that, like, dude, that was only 2023. Like, fuck. Just fucked up people all over the world just doing it constantly. It's like, the sheer amount of them is what scares me, to be honest, man. It's like, that.
They don't seem to care as much about high-risk individuals, homeless people, prostitutes, etc. So I was deliberately looking for someone who lived that type of life. And I found a homeless person, and the original goal was just leave him there.
Man, my contacts are being
I was worried about the fibers
weird.
on the outfit I was wearing that would be on his clothes and stuff. So I deliberately messed up the clothes.
This is an outstanding amount of premeditation for a youth offender. It's a shocking amount for anyone, but particularly because of his age. His executive functioning is years from being developed, and yet he's thought so much of this through. It's chilling to think what he may have been capable of had he not been caught.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Brian remains engaged, casual, and even jovial as he describes his mindset on the night of the murder. His detailed concerns about getting caught will make it very difficult for his lawyers to mount an effective insanity defense. According to Kylan Light's mother, Heather Gale, this isn't the first time that Brian talked about choosing a victim on the outskirts of society.
Anything else things you've heard from Kylan come to mind?
She told me that he had mentioned that he was going to kill a homeless person because nobody would miss them and he could get away with it.
Yet once in an interview, Kylan tells a different story.
He never talked to me about wanting to kill a homeless person specifically, but he definitely talked to me a lot about, like, killing. And I was actually surprised because I figured that if he was going to do something like this, that it would be on a larger scale. Like, I thought he would, I don't want to sound vulgar, but I figured if he was going to snap, it would be like shooting up a store or something similar like that. And he had mentioned, like, not liking his neighbors, so I thought it would be something would happen there. So I was actually I was surprised that he had killed someone, but I was also surprised that it had only been one person.
So how long have you been planning or looking for something to do this with before you found this guy? About a year. About a year?
No, 6 months.
Brian's internet search history adds an interesting element to
I still
this
have
as
that
he
one.
looked up homicidal thoughts every day and how to cope with murderous thoughts.
So you come close or seen somebody or chickened out or anything in the past?
That's an actual old command. I didn't add that or anything. This is from a while back.
I was looking for a deliberately secluded place like that one. I wouldn't just go up in Clifton and find someone walking down the street and stab them. No, that'd be too public. Everyone sees that.
Well, have you looked like at the homeless places or anything in the past?
I have, yes. I would go on night drives often, maybe once every 2 weeks. Now just peruse the streets.
So before this guy, how close have you come in the past?
Not at all.
Not at all? You just drive around and...
Yeah, look, just try and find
Is anybody interesting?
No.
In your mind thought of a plan?
Well, occasionally when you see girls walking down the street, I take a glance at them because it really is like
It's really crazy, man. This guy was out here fucking scoping his victim and shit, bro. It's like, imagine this person could, like, look past you one day, you know? It's like, you know, thinking about, like, murdering you or, like, someone you know. It's just fucking crazy, man. Like, anyone you look at, you don't know what's going on in their head.
half of me says, well, I'm quite inept with women. I'm being honest, I'm no Casanova. But half of me says, I want to take that girl home and make her feel nice. And the other half of me, it's just like what Ed said, is I want to see what her head looks like on a stick.
Brian is describing a mindset that's detestable, yet he delivers it with a smile and a laugh. His obvious excitement in describing both his mindset and the murder raises questions about his psychological history. As well, another internet search Brian made reveals that he may have considered other sickening plans as well, as he searched for how do people react to a home invasion. However grisly Brian's sense of humor might seem, it's again worth noting that it's a trait his friends are familiar with. One of Brian's friends, Patrick Rahor, spoke with police.
Our whole friend group was like really weird. We were like all of those. We're just a group of people like didn't really fit anywhere.
I think most people would fuck him up. That's why he's preying on people like homeless people and victims and people already like vulnerable.
However, even his friend must admit that Brian was different.
Our friend group would joke about if there was one of us that would like be a killer, it would be him, but it was like meant as a joke and only as a joke. I don't think any of us actually thought that something like that would or could happen.
If his friends thought this, was there a chance that his parents did too?
Tell me about Brian. Does he have any kind of mental issues or disabilities? That's why you were told he had ADHD. Okay, so we put him on ADHD medicine. I think it's a dentist during summer or weekends when we went to middle school, and he started exhibiting antisocial behavior, just saying things to get kids riled up and thinking it was funny. And then when we switched to Fruita High School, he did okay in 9th grade, 10th grade, he got in a lot of trouble, a lot of behavior issues. 11th grade, we had a big meeting, and they said, kids don't get shoes. So we put him in R5. We took him and did some testing for ADHD and whatnot, situation about rehab. And the doctor had said, yes, he's ADHD. Yes, he's autistic. Yes, he's this. Oh, and there's some indications that he should get further testing because of potential psychosis. And I asked about referrals and calls, and nobody in town to see him. Okay, well, he seems to be doing good. You know, he graduated high school, he works at Safeway, and he's been working there for a year in August. And he's there part-time. And he said he's not taking his medication, or is he on medications now? He's on ADHD medicine. Okay. That he takes before work on his part-time job, and he takes sertraline, which is an anti-anxiety, antidepressant. Okay. So he's been diagnosed.
And to the best of your knowledge, is he actually taking them? Like, do you watch him take them?
I don't watch him take them, but I have the alarm set, and every night at 10 p.m. I say, Brian, take your medicine. And he says, I know, I am. And as I looked at his pill container, I mean, it's going, you know, seems to be going down. So I assumed he was taking it.
About, I'm thinking 3 years ago? I'm guessing, I don't know. Because we had him going to counseling, he was going to counseling, and he just thought about it, it just came across his head. It was just, but then I think everybody thinks about it, but I just want to remember one of the times when he was really lonely and that was an issue, you know, we were kind of concerned about that. He'd make jokes about making nooses or doing that and doing that.
Okay.
But I don't know, I just played it off as normal talk, but I'm like, you know, Brian, we wouldn't, you know, I didn't know the depth of the water. I don't understand. He's obviously sick. He's obviously very sick, because we've noticed weird things about him. Some days he gets cold. Just he looks at me and he has this cold look on his face.
Just like he's been so far, Brian
This is
makes
scary,
no qualms
man.
about admitting his battles with mental health.
You say you have a major depressive disorder? I'm just curious what those are.
Actually, I have several. I have high-functioning Asperger's. I have ADHD and major depressive disorder.
Okay.
Major depressive, so you were wondering what that last one is?
Yeah, I know what they are. I was curious, what the exact diagnosis was and who diagnosed them.
They tested me for autism for a formal diagnosis, came back Asperger's, which is high-functioning autism.
Yep.
And they also said I was schizo something. That isn't me misremembering. They just said you're schizo something, whether that be
We're seeing through some of this is like
schizoaffective, schizotypal.
a lot of attention span, especially for this time of night, man.
That was schizo.
The detectives are once again trying to delve into Brian's psychology, attempting to prove that he knew right from wrong at the time of the murder. His search history adds another layer to his story as he looked up extreme paranoia, schizoid and paranoid personality disorder, and avoidant personality.
I was never formally diagnosed with anything like that.
Do you feel like you have that?
I don't know. Possible as hell. Self-diagnosing is foolish.
Yeah. But do you know, schizophrenia is pretty clear because people recognize they have a different personality in there.
I don't have any hallucinations.
Okay.
I had delusions, I guess.
Okay.
Like, years ago, I thought I was obsessed with people staring at me.
Okay.
Like, I felt people watching me from every window. The birds were looking at me, watching me.
Okay.
The birds were watching you, man. Come on,
That
man.
was a delusion.
Come on, bro. Yeah, you are delusional. You're still
But you
delusional.
don't have times where you feel like another personality is in your body?
No, that's
You remember all this.
That's dissociative identity disorder.
Right.
Schizophrenia is.
But you have multiple people talking to you at the same time, kind of a
I
thing.
don't ever have it all set up in terms of that.
No, no one was talking to me.
Oh,
There's a very
delayed.
good
How the
reason
fuck
they're
did this guy
asking
win?
these questions.
What the fuck?
Because Brian said he has some kind of
Bro, it's just added, like,
schizo-diagnosis.
another number
They're trying to
to-
determine if he committed the crime under some kind of command hallucination, which may mean he could be deemed not guilty by
Diabolical.
reason of insanity. However, Brian denies having voices in his head. As well, his search history goes far in showing exactly what
Yo,
he was
yo,
thinking.
yo, yo, well, wait a minute. Las Vegas pickaxe attack caught on camera. How deadly is a pickaxe? Who would win, a human with an axe versus human with a pickaxe? How deadly is a pickaxe? Dude, this guy's really fucking obsessed with pickaxes, bro. What the fuck? Scarborough rapist. What the fuck? 5 ways to knock someone out with one hit. Can't read that one. Is it really easy to knock someone out in real life, as in the movies? Unconscious by hitting the head with something hard. Can you knock someone out by simply hitting them over the head like in the movies? Knocking out. Crazy.
About in
Dude.
the lead up to the murder. One day before and again on the day of the murder, Brian pulled up Wikipedia articles for several notorious killers, including James Dale Ritchie, Joseph Christopher, and Andrea Yates. In the month leading up to the murder, he also looked up topics such as how do people react to being held at knife point, how deadly is a neck stab wound, and he read an article about the killing of a homeless man in Baton Rouge.
What do you think happened?
This is bad, man.
Well, I figured my mother would have confronted me about it, but no, she didn't even say it.
Do you know who the person was that you killed?
No, I took his wallet. I didn't look at it. I just picked it up, briefly scanned over it, and put it in my car. Apparently, it was Warren. My mom told me this before she found out that the missing person was Warren Brown, born in '63.
Brian doesn't seem particularly interested in knowing more about his victim, and the detectives turn Brian back to the subject of the evidence.
So we talked about the stuff there we're gonna go look for. Your mom's off in the sink apparently.
Yeah.
The knife is where?
My dad found it in the glove box. I don't know where it is.
What did the knife look like that you found in the...
You know when you buy like a 10-piece knife set, the biggest one in there?
Okay.
I think when we moved Terry to the daycare, we probably bought all new kitchens, and I think he just took it out of the kitchen. Because we found it in his car before. Brian, you don't need this. Dad, I do. I don't trust anybody.
Okay. Don't find
I don't trust anybody. What the fuck?
I cleaned it. All his belongings except for his wallet are right here.
And his head in his hand.
His head in his hand.
Bro, when you see a knife in your son's car, daughter's car, whoever, bro, you're some fucking in-depth questioning, not fucking. You don't need this. The fuck?
Any reason you were wearing dark blue one-piece jumpers?
You know the movie Halloween, Michael Myers? He wears one of those, and for Halloween last year, I bought that as a costume to find the mask in my room.
Okay.
And I just associated that piece of that article of clothing with violence. That's why I was wearing it
that night.
Yes.
As horrifying as all of this is, nothing they've heard so far can prepare investigators for the rest of the seismic revelations to come. First, however, detectives have a simple question for the killer sitting before them.
Have you ever done it before?
No.
Okay. You gotta ask, right?
Yeah.
How about animals? Have you practiced on anything?
Yes.
It's a pretty big step.
Tell us about that.
This was 2018 Halloween.
Dude, why does it cross his leg like he thinks he's famous, bro? It's crazy.
Coming around our house. This was before I moved into my mom's. This was at my dad's. And I was thinking about killing him.
The video is redacted in this part, but the transcript from the sheriff's office says that Brian told detectives that he herded the cat into a sleeping bag and beat it, strangled it, and snapped its neck. He then decapitated the cat, hid the body in a shoebox, and hid the head in a wine cork box. It seems clear that Brian has a sick interest in decapitation. There are chilling parallels between what he did to the cat and to Warren, including decapitation and keeping the heads in boxes. Both times he preyed on those he knew were vulnerable and that he believed no one would notice.
And then I disposed it in the trash and got away with it. Killing that cat.
Did you keep him for a while like you did this guy, or?
I kept it for 3 days. Then it started to stink.
Is that where you got the 3 days and it stinks?
Also because bacteria starts to close the body after a day to 3 days, so.
The story that Brian might have killed a cat is actually a widespread rumor in Grand Junction.
Did you ever hear about Brian, either from him or anybody else, about him killing a cat?
Yes, I remember hearing about it, but it also just sounded like made-up rumor, so I didn't really think anything about it.
Did you ever talk to him directly about it? Like ask him if it was true?
Might have. I don't really remember.
Do you ever remember him saying, yes, I did that, or no, I didn't, anything like that? Okay, but you had heard rumors that possibly it happened, but never really got to the bottom of it?
Patrick is not the only one to hear rumors of this type and ignore them, saying it was some kind of a sick joke.
I know that there was another girl in that class who told me that she lived near him in that neighborhood and that they were always missing cats, and she felt like he was stealing cats in the neighborhood.
And honestly, I don't
Stealing
remember
cats in the
if
neighborhood,
I
bro.
found that out through him or through friends. But yeah, I definitely know about the cat.
Did you believe that, or did you think it was just Brian saying something outrageous?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I believed it, but that I didn't want to because I am a big animal lover, and that's just, I didn't want to see my friend in that kind of light. I remember my friends just talking about how messed up it was, and my friend Sean said that he knew the person whose cat it was, and he was super upset because the cat was like super friendly or whatever. But I don't think I ever heard it around Brian himself.
In a redacted portion of the interrogation video, Brian admits to finding a dead groundhog by the side of the road, which he skinned and attempted to make leather out of approximately a year before the murder.
It sounds like you killed a cat.
Well, actually, I was thinking of killing people during the cat, but I wasn't acting on it. But I started seriously thinking about killing people a year ago.
How about when you were 12? Did you think about killing?
No.
So what in your life has changed, or what in your mind has changed to make you? Was it like something all of a sudden one day you woke up and thought I'll kill someone, or was it a gradual?
It was gradual, I think.
So tell me about when those thoughts first started happening.
That was really fucking
The
annoying.
interrogation is again redacted here, but Brian says, quote, "Call me weird, but I think everyone has had thoughts of shooting up their school. I suppose I just don't really like people."
But he wanted to read really bizarre things and things that we didn't have
So he
in the
has had,
library. I remember he
school
actually
shooting
checked
thoughts
out a book
before.
about Son of Sam, and then the next quarter
As
he
well
wanted
as all
to
these
read
weird
about the Columbine shootings. He was
decapitation
very
stuff.
obsessed with just that kind of darker stuff.
You mentioned a writing assignment, and I can't remember anything specific just because it's been so long, but it does seem like there was at some point something he wrote, an idea about Columbine or something like that, and I can't remember really the specifics.
Okay.
It's more of a sense that he had an unhealthy fascination with school shootings.
So I'm gonna go over co-producer. We can listen to the music that you have.
There's no
and
way.
Let's go find samples that fit the music. Do you think it would be cool? Each person comes up, quick 30 seconds, throw a prompt in.
Back in the interrogation, Brian tells the detectives that this isn't the first time his family has found something unsettling in his room.
Last year, my parents found a kit I had been assembling. It had hammers, shovels, knives, large zip ties, duct tape, saw. That was meant for hurting people. They found it though, and I convinced them it was for other methods, for other things.
Bro, it looks
And
like a
it was
Discord model
false
Reddit
hammer
mod.
If I didn't throw it away.
This guy looks...
They would call the police. Then I would have been arrested.
Yeah, he looks like a spoiled... I can't lie, I'm sorry to say, but this is just like It just looks like Nick. Like everything about it, like the belly, the build, the glasses, the weird type of, the weird way he.
In an interview, Brian's high school teacher recalls that his parents didn't seem overly interested in his disturbing
Even
behavior.
this post, he's got the Superman pose, you know? It's like diabolical, man.
She kind of, I think they said, like, didn't really understand, like, what kind of, like, what's the big deal sort of thing. Like, she wasn't really like, yeah, this is serious, or we need to get ahead of it. It sounded like they didn't get anywhere with her, from what I remember.
Indeed, a friend of Brian's mom notes that Terry felt that school authorities were unfairly singling out her son.
Terry had like a binder, I remember, of information that she had conflicts with District 51.
That's so bad, man. How did you have something in common with this guy as well?
School, that they would call him like four-eyed, geek, loser, dork, all that stuff.
But the detectives in the interrogation room are more interested about his murder.
It's like even the socks and like the posture of shoe. Like I swear this is a pose that Nick would actually like do, like sitting down. Like the socks, like everywhere. Not lying. It's crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. It's really bad. Like even like the 3 buttons, bro. Like this is the type of fit as well. It's like
months.
I'm really curious when you talked about the hammer and the shovels and the knives and like the zip ties. I mean, what was kind of your plan then? That's a little bit different than you did this time.
Oh yeah.
So what was the plan back then?
The plan was to go find, because there's no prostitutes in Grand Junction, I don't think. Have you ever had any sex crimes?
Yeah. There's not prostitutes like 5 of them standing along the side of the road, but there's prostitutes in Grand Junction.
Yeah, the plan was to go with one of them and have them come with me. And then the plan was to subdue them and tie them up and then torture her.
So
torture,
what
bro.
made you
Fuck, man.
not go back to the same plan and get, you know, if you kind of had that as a plan.
Would I have been caught?
Well, I don't know. My point is, if your folks, your mom found your stuff, right?
Yes.
And got rid of it. Why didn't you go back to that plan? Why change plans?
Too much risky. First time in a row, they'll be like, okay, that's really suspicious, but okay, we forgive you, don't do it again. Okay. Second time in a row, we're calling the police on you. I didn't want to do that again.
Okay, fair enough. And so they didn't call the police?
No, because they gave me an ultimatum, have them throw it all away, or call the police. So I threw it all away.
Detective Norcross does an excellent job showing great interest in Brian's kits and his previous plans, all of which encourages the suspect to keep talking and helps build a strong case against him. At this point, the video is redacted, but according to the transcript, the detectives ask Brian if he ever expressed any of his dark thoughts to his parents. He tells them yes, but only disguised as jokes. For instance, he once said, quote, "Wouldn't it be funny if you sold a lipstick with mercury on it to those beauty pageant queens, and they got poisoned because of their pride?" Brian was making these kinds of comments while in high school, as his teacher shares.
And then he would just say some bizarre things, like to get a rise out of class, kind of to try and get attention on him, like just say a racial slur, or, you know, just kind of be loud and obnoxious to try and get attention.
Were those outbursts like pretty random, just in the middle of class, or?
Well, like one was watching a video, I think it's about like Genghis Khan or something. He said something like, you know, an Asian racial slur. I think it was, oh, he got that, or something like that.
Okay.
Of course, the matter before investigators today isn't
Racist
Brian's
too.
inappropriate humor, but his actions on the night of the murder, and the revelations from that night are far from over. Brian finally reveals the twisted true story behind his mishap with his car and the river 2 nights ago.
What were you doing down here, bud?
Well, I felt like I needed to get out, and I figured, why not park here and just
relax a little bit?
Relax and think.
As it turns out, Brian's road trip to the Blue Heron boat ramp had absolutely nothing to do with relaxation. He explains to the detectives that after he murdered Warren Barnes, he returned home to try and sleep.
But I was worried that because there was a hole in my glass right
Why was his dad in the car? Well, that's not his dad, but like, why was his dad in the car?
I was worried that they would be able to obtain a partial print. So I figured, why not go all the way? I drove back in a different outfit, picked up his body, surprisingly heavy, put it in my trunk, and drove to the Blue Heron drop-off station. I parked, so it's like this, right? So let's say this is ground. The ramp is quite steep, and you need to have 4-wheel drive to pull out of it. Okay. And my car didn't. So I pull in. I thought that I could drive out, Because I put it in reverse, A, so that it's easier to pull the body out, and B, because the back tires would provide propulsion to push up. Right. And I open the trunk, I take his body out, I put it in the water, and because I don't want fingerprints on a body, so I just try moving it with my shoes. That works successfully. He goes out some part in the river and floats off. Okay. God knows where he is now. Maybe a he. He's dead. Still he. Okay, yeah. God knows where he is now. I think my guess was that it would be discovered this morning or next morning, so keep an eye out for any river-related activity. Okay. To inevitable drive out.
Yeah.
My car didn't come out.
From Blue Heron.
Yeah, from Blue Heron.
Yeah.
My car was stuck. I tried putting it full throttle.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. My car didn't have four-wheel drive. Stupid me.
Okay.
And so then I tried putting it in low gear. I'm trying everything with this.
Right.
And it still doesn't come out. And then it slides into the river.
Oh.
My car slides into the river, me inside. And so I'm there in a car quickly being flooded with water. Okay. It is the middle of February.
It's cold.
At night.
Yeah.
In the river that's almost freezing.
Yes.
I'm drenched. I almost died. So I'm able to climb out. I don't see the body, so I assume it's traveled a bit.
Okay.
I come up, and I'm sitting there. I need to act fast or else I'll die of hypothermia. I'm panicking a bit at this point. I'm going to be like, this is what I'm going to be remembered for, dying of hypothermia and a botched attempt at hiding a body. And I'm just like...
Once again, we see Brian in good spirits while sharing what could pass as an amusing anecdote if it were not for the horrifying truth behind what he's describing. His story also shows that he has a preoccupation with how he'll be remembered.
And what did you tell your parents? I mean, you obviously, gotta tell them something, the car's in the river. Yeah. So
That's kind of crazy that he did this and then called his dad so close to, like, literally bad evidence,
I often do. I feel like I need to get out in my thoughts. Have you ever felt that?
Absolutely.
So I'd say that I drive down to the Blue Heron Point and just park and just turn off the car and think. And I tell them that I'm stupid and I park too low. And then my car slides in the river.
Okay. Did they believe you?
Yes. I didn't do a breathalyzer test because I wasn't drinking.
Was it the police or the sheriff that
It was the police.
Okay.
In addition to the rest of the damning evidence Brian relays to the detectives, he now reveals that he was not intoxicated on the night of the murder, closing off another potential defense in court.
However, what immediately caught the police's attention is blood from the body was on the reverse bumper. I forgot to wipe it off. And I was so panicked that I wasn't thinking. And so when they pull it out, they immediately see blood on the bumper. And they're all thinking, we'd really like to get in this trunk. Fools. There is nothing in the trunk.
Okay. And that happened this morning?
No, they noticed it after I'd been sent home at 3 a.m.
This guy likes his fucking evil stroke like crazy, man. Holy shit.
On the door handle, other door handle, passenger one, and also the multi-layered gloves in the car. I took them out, and obviously my car went in there before I was able to throw them away.
Sure. So did the cops talk to you guys about that this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Did the cops from the police department, did they talk to you about that this morning?
No, I was not contacted.
Oh.
Brian's car was pulled out of the river in the early morning hours of February 28th, and this interrogation takes place the next day.
All they were planning to do with me today is get my insurance information.
Sure.
And they were still curious about the blood.
Did they ask you about that?
No, because they did not notice it while I was still there.
So when you say they were curious about the blood, how do you know that they were curious?
Because my parents told me.
Oh.
They saw the blood too, and they were curious, but I said, I don't know where the blood came from. They thought maybe it was this cut, but obviously a cut doesn't produce that much blood. And they said maybe it was the recovering abscess under my arm, but that's scabbed up. So they didn't know what to believe this day because it's blood, it's sticky, it's sinewy, but I can't name a source. So they were just a tiny bit curious.
Yeah.
Not tiny bit, they were curious.
Yeah.
This is another spot of his oddly placed laughter, showing that he really enjoys talking about the sick details. However, his position of superiority didn't last long. Police do indeed find more blood in and on the car, confirming Brian's tale.
And I was worried about just how long it would take to find him, because it's a somewhat traveled road. Police have a nose for that type of thing. They're trained to be able to identify the smell of a corpse. And obviously that was botched.
The true story of what happened at the boat ramp will come as news to his friend Kylan Like, with whom Brian shared a very different account. First, though, on the very same night that he dumped Warren's body into the river, Brian messaged a group on Discord, which Kylan was part of. He wrote, "So, I totaled my car. It's in the river." One of his friends replied, "What? You okay?" Brian wrote back, "Yeah, I okay. My car aren't, though."
So I said, "Hey, are you okay? I don't have Discord RN, but I heard the news." And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Almost died, LOL. Sorry for the late response. My phone was off." I said, "It's okay. What happened?" He said, "I was out driving, needed to clear my thoughts, so I park at the boat ramp, drop off at the river, but my dump parks on the dirt and mud ramp. So when I try and leave, it gets stuck. I don't have my phone on me because it's dead. I try shimmying it, low gearing it, nothing works. Then it slides into the river, me inside. I'm able to get out, drenched in cold water, 1 a.m. I responded, "Oh my god." He said, "It's freezing out in February at night. I know I'll die of hypothermia if I don't act fast, so I make my way onto the road and wait for a car that takes 5 minutes. I flag him down, and the Samaritans help me by letting me use their phone to call my parents and to heat up in their car. I said, "Jesus Christ, dude." He said, "They arrive, the police are called, and we collectively decide to wait until tomorrow to tow it out. So in summary, I nearly died and am out of a car. It was towed out this morning, but I'm fine. Sorry for the wall of text. That was my Saturday night."
The Samaritans Brian mentioned are Durwood Pfeiffer and his grandson Kellen, who stopped to help him that night. In an interview, Kellen describes Brian's behavior at the boat ramp.
During the encounter, before his family got there, he kept kind of pacing around and saying, "I'm effed," expletive, and tried to calm down a little bit because I thought he was kind of concerned about his family finding out he crashed his car in the river or something. And I was like, "Hey, it's going to be okay," And it seemed to calm down a little bit, but I just remember it was a little off-putting how he just kept on pacing, saying, "I'm effed, I'm effed, I'm effed," this over and over and over again, so.
With his attempts to dispose of the body and cover his tracks, Brian is showing clearly that he knows right from wrong. His mindset is further demonstrated by his search history on the day after the murder, when he looked up how to wipe data from Android phone. Does a river wash away evidence?
Clearly it
How to
didn't work.
dispose of organic refuse. His history also contains numerous searches for information on serial killers, a subject Brian has great interest in.
I read books. I have a book on forensics.
Okay. Did you read the book, the Ted Bundy book?
No, it was on the internet.
Yeah, okay. All right. And Pete has studied him too. Yeah, so.
Crazy. Do you know who Ed Gein? No, Ed in California.
Why are all these Eds serial killers?
Studied him? I know of him. He was a Goliath. He was 6'9", 300 pounds.
You're talking about Eds.
All the people did this for some sort of, whether they had sex with somebody or some sexual gratification in their mind.
Criminology, there's different types of. I'm not a serial killer by no means. But with serial killers, there's different types of them. There's organized, disorganized, visionary, missionary.
I'm just wondering what gets you excited about doing it?
Well, I'm not really sexually attracted to it.
Okay. I was just asking.
Brian's statement that he found no attraction to the concept of murder is doubtful, given his excitement at the chance to relive the killing by telling the officers every little detail of the crime. Still, the detectives are determined to figure out the why behind Brian's gruesome actions.
So, I'm curious about the cutting him up, taking parts of him home. Have you ever thought about, so it sounds like you've had like Ted Bundy, sex type stuff. Ed Kemper just kill people because you want to kill somebody, plus the sex stuff. How about Jeffrey Dahmer?
It wasn't really inspired by it. It was just more.
I'm just trying to think of all the people like
these people can do it, so can I.
Brian's claim that he's not inspired by serial killers is somewhat undermined by that last remark. The following part of the video is redacted, but we know from the transcript that Brian tells the detectives that his nickname in high school was Jeffrey Dahmer. He says he had a reputation that he would become a serial killer.
when we would do different group activities, sometimes we would have like different personas or whatever. And he'd be like, I'll be with Jeffrey. I'm like, no, you're not. I do remember that specifically. He was very obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer, and is it Dylan Klebold, the Columbine shooter, was obsessed with him. I remember actually talking to my mom and saying, take this name to your prayer group. I mean, I remember talking to another teacher and saying, if any kid's gonna shoot at fruit of mine, it's this kid.
In an interview, Brian's high school friend Patrick Rahor recalls a Halloween party they both attended.
Do you remember a costume that he wore?
Yeah, he wore a Jeffrey Dahmer costume.
Okay. And I heard he was with Mike Myers one year. Was that he was actually Jeffrey Dahmer? Does that?
I might have been mixing up the years because there was.
I'm in some next whatever you need to do. Okay.
Halloween parties, but yeah, I think he like dressed up as a serial killer a couple times.
I'm joking. Mr. Ed, it's not the serial killer. Ed's are very nice people. I'm sorry.
His obsession with crime, serial killers, and all things morbid was something that his parents had noticed too.
A lot of separation
hit the boy a minute.
Crime and crime scenes. And so he was talking about going into the military in the fall, and when he gets out, having your job. And so I had purchased online a crime scene investigation book for him. You know, it's like ones that could, you probably read it when you first started out in college. And so I gave that to him, and I was like, so here, Brian, you know, let's channel that curiosity into something positive that you can affect a good change in the world. And he's like, yeah, that's my plan, Mom. I'm not going to say always had a fascination. You know, I'm going to say in the last few years. And is it like shows that he watches, or like tries to do things just to create a scene, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's like animal stuff or nothing. No, he loves our dogs. You know, I mean, he's very affectionate with our animals. And
the thing is, right, like, these things are like cool to react to, like, by yourself. It's not amazing to react to for any sort of content, because it's like, it's just a lot of long form waiting till something happens type of thing, because there isn't much you can react to. I'm literally looking at two people talk to each other and they're just giving information. It's just like long, but when something happens it's alright. But like this, man,
he's 19, which, you know,
I'm like listening to a damn podcast, to be honest.
I watched it. It doesn't make me a serial killer, you know. And he watched the Zodiac Killer over the summer a couple of times.
Brian's affinity for Jeffrey.
Yo, what is this shot, bro? What the fuck? Damn, bro. This guy reminds me of the clown from It, bro.
Sign observed by his teachers.
Like the first week of school, we had a meeting with all of his teachers and his case manager, expressing the concerns that they had with him and also explaining some of his behavioral issues.
Did anybody express that they had concerns he could be a serious safety issue or anything like that?
Yes, I believe so. We were to keep a very close eye on him, and it's certainly very apparent early on that he was a very troubled person.
In the 2019 school year, one of Brian's teachers found a notebook filled with a number of disturbing elements.
So I remember I don't even remember who found, there was like a notebook, I don't know if it was part of a notebook check, my student teacher, another student, or somehow it got brought. We had a meeting with Officer Bomar and the administration out at Fruita just because it had some...
How does this always happen? There's always so many signs and they just never do anything, and then a fucking dead body shows up and then they decide to pull out all this fucking evidence out their asshole.
Obviously considerable stuff talking about like serial killer statistics and stuff like this.
Now this is when you catch them, man. Yeah, man, it is a diabolical case, bro. This guy. To be honest, I have there's been some crazier ones, man. There's been like actually some pretty crazy ones where there's this guy. A lot of really crazy ones happen in Asia, bro. There was one where this guy literally held a woman hostage for fucking, I don't even know, I think it was like 20, not 20, okay, I don't think it was 20, I think it was like 15 years, and she was held hostage since she was like 6 years old. And so she lived growing up inside the guy's attic, and she was never allowed out any time at all. So she didn't know like what the outside world was like. She only knew what it was like inside that place, and he used to tase her and shit. It was like crazy, bro. Very, very interesting, because it's like, what's also crazy about that is his mum lived on the bottom floor, but the mum was never allowed to the top floor, and he used to beat his mum as well. Crazy. It was like a very, very like crazy stuff that happens. It was in Japan, I think. A lot of crazy stuff in Japan, to be honest. A lot of them. I just feel like, I don't know why, but in those sort of countries, it seems to be somehow easier. No, I've seen one that actually is, I think, insanity, and the way they confess is ridiculous, bro. It's just like there was one that I saw that actually I think did get by reason of insanity or something, and it is crazy how they think. It's just like, yeah, like completely emotionless. It's just like, I'm not gonna say it, but like, you know, they killed someone and they just completely casual, like more casual than this guy. Like, it's just, they speak in such a emotionless way. This guy, you can tell he has emotion. He has happiness, he has a little bit of sadness. He didn't want to get caught. The reason of insanity is ridiculous, dude. It's just like, they don't give a shit at all. It's just, they're not happy, they're not sad, I did it type thing. It's just like, that's how they are. It's really weird. It's fucked. Yeah, so yeah, there was another one in Japan that he what's it, like, was killing women or something like that, and it took them fucking, I don't know, I think 6 years to catch him, because he was running around like Japan and different parts of I don't know if it was Asia, but no, I think he was just running around Japan over and over, and he went through so much effort. He went and got plastic surgery so that people can recognize him and all sorts. Eventually he got caught, but 6 years, dude, fuck, to catch someone who's a serial killer, because he did I think it was multiple murders. Crazy. And I don't know why, but in Japan the laws are just so like nice in terms of, dude, some of these people who are killing people are getting 9 years in prison. That's it, with opportunity for parole. It's ridiculous. Only dude, the person who what's it, tasered, beat his mom, you know, like was beating this woman, like and kidnapped her since she was 6 years old, all this sort of stuff, kept her hostage, all of that. You know, all he got was 20 years, I think. 20 years or less with opportunity for parole. It's ridiculous. The sheer amount of times he tased his mom, tased the victim, the kidnapping, probably sexual assault. I think there was that as well, maybe. You know, like, all of that. Like, 20 years. Like, I don't understand. There's no stack. Like, if you're in the UK, bro, there's stack to it. It's like, oh, battery, 2 years. You know, like, it's like, what the fuck? So, like, if you it's like if you hit a police officer in the UK, you'll get battery, and then if you hit them again, it will like stack. Now you got more sentence, and then you get sentenced for even answering back to the judge, bro. So I don't understand in Japan how, but here, nah, dude, that shit will get you. It won't get you 1 life sentence, bro. It'll give you 25 life sentences, bro, if they actually stacked up all of the type of shit he did there. So it's crazy. But yeah. Some of these titles are actually crazy, man. Okay. There's been quite a few in Japan, man. It's just I don't know, crazy though. I mean, it's crazy everywhere. It seems like the ones there seem like you can get away with a lot more easier, it seems like, and for longer, from how the cases that look, at least. Anyways, I need to probably get to bed now. It's 1:30. I got my test at 11 a.m. in the morning. Driving lesson before it, 2 hours, so I gotta be ready for 9 a.m. So I'm gonna get some sleep. Yeah, to be honest, that's it. I don't know how long of a stream I did today, but it's chill. Had a nice time. I just thought I wanted to get a stream off at least like before I go and do it, because I have been very busy with all of my driving stuff. I've been dedicating all of my days to it, and I've been just like trying to study the Show Me Tell Me. I've been trying to study with videos and stuff, all sorts of roundabouts and all that stuff, and just really put my all into it. And it would improve the streams, because obviously then there would be that part of the streams as well, which would make everything a lot smoother. Like coming to the gym at those times would be a lot smoother. Being able to drive, then wait for a bus and drive home, all that stuff, it would be chill. But no, yeah. God's with you, bro. Have faith you'll pass, of course. Anyways, thanks for coming. You stayed for the whole stream. That was pretty crazy. Obviously Nikolaj came in at one point, and everyone else who's come in and chilled. I appreciate everyone coming in and, you know, giving everything a watch. And yeah, man, I'll see you all guys next time. Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys soon.